You can count on it. You can count on it. You can count on me. You can count on me too. You can count on it. You can.
So, you know.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Welcome to the Three Oak Podcast, where even the artists can be fans. AJ the Menace.
Shane M. Petty.
Oh man, yo, I'm in my head. I'm waiting for Cherry TNT.
Yeah. I was about to jump on it. When
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
I was about to say something, but I was like,
But then there was an awkward
silence.
Oh yeah, that's definitely what was happening. Cherry couldn't make it, but we have two hosts with us today. We got brother Big Ant has been returning. He was on the Urban Gorillas episode.
Yeah.
And so, yo, Ant Bear is in the building. Everybody breathe. And returning for their fifth time.
Is it my fifth time?
I don't know, honestly.
Probably.
I just kept counting. But I feel like you're back for another championship ring. You know what I'm saying?
Like I'm the only person that, or probably the person that's been here the most, maybe.
Yeah.
Out of guests?
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. I think so.
Y'all trying
Yeah.
to get up there, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, and look, so at this point, the competition has started. You're a little behind, bro.
I'm a little behind. Hey, listen, I'm going to catch up, though.
Yeah.
I'm on it.
Right. I mean, I just feel like every time I come in town, see my grandma, come see you.
Hey, I'm with that.
Yeah.
I'm with that, yo.
So
Come
I ain't got no
through.
excuse. I live down the street, but
But
I'm about to pull up.
Hey, but look, Sarah the instrumentalist is in the building.
Yeah.
Everybody breathe. But yeah, man, we was just talking about all type of stuff, and
Yeah, man.
you know, I say we just keep it going.
CBD.
Yeah, but no, I do wanna give a shout out and thank you to Baby Boy Jody for coming through. You know what I'm saying? We may have something special for y'all next week.
Bruh.
We may have
I'm
something
tuning
special for
in.
y'all
I'm
next week.
here.
I'm just not 100% sure. I can't confirm nor deny these things.
Yeah. It's needed though. It's much needed.
I'm not at liberty to
drink my
disclose
water.
this.
Yeah. We're not dripping no tea today. We just on the water today.
I mean,
See, some tea would be nice out there, you know, though.
well, I just have to say that I loved that episode. It was
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah. It was one of my favorites, yo. It was a good one.
I don't know if everyone else feels the same about that.
I'm sure they don't, but look.
I mean, I got love for
wasn't the same.
everybody. Like, for real. Everybody that he talked about, I got love for it. So it's just really weird to see, like...
to hear it play out now.
I'm just honestly a fan at the... Like,
You're actually a spectator.
No, for real. Like,
Yeah.
like honestly, before
Yeah.
I was doing anything, I was, like, working at the store, you know, and then all of a sudden I started to want to make more music because I would see them around town making music. Like, they
Yeah.
would do shows. And then I all of a sudden just was like, where the show's at? You know? Like, all of a sudden I'm like, when's the next so-and-so? And it's like, it's not happening. And then all of a sudden they're beefing. And
You like watch it all unfold. So it's
oh,
like,
yeah. I seen the whole thing. Just,
I did not know that.
crazy.
I did not know that.
That's so crazy.
No, for
No, I didn't know that you were affiliated with.
No, like, so, like, yeah, like, back in the day, like,
This is a real
2000
moment that happened.
Oh.
Like,
For
real,
everybody
like,
lived
I
this
I didn't know
moment.
how wide this net.
This is a real moment that a lot of people lived.
I didn't know how wide this
I had no
net
idea.
was.
We had no idea.
Damn, this is a wide net.
It's like, yeah, back, like, in 2016, 2017, like, there was nothing going on in Raleigh, and all of a sudden, like, well, I just remember Zen, she would be DJing downtown, and, like, she used to, like, DJ at places, like, no one would be at, and it was just, but she was still as consistent, and, like, all of a sudden, she was, like, doing these shows with, I knew her, and then I saw, like, Jody and, Brass and Juice all come together and do, like, this, like,
Big ass show.
yeah, these shows, like, and it was just hype, and it was really cool because they would do it at random ass places, and then do it like almost every other week or every month.
Okay.
So, like, they were consistent, and I enjoyed it, especially because Zen would, like, have these parties where she, like, would invite local artists to just perform, and to me, like, that was dope because I just wanted to just be on stage too, especially because I didn't really make music, so it was just very inspiring. That was very important to me, and like in my journey, because like it was important to see other like Black people that were my
Out here
age,
doing it.
out here like
Yeah.
not caring about like anyone else, but like doing it for like themselves and for Raleigh, and like so like they were really doing it. So I looked up to them, and like to see like all of a sudden like they stopped and just like he said, they were like at hopscotch. They were doing
they were really going crazy.
festivals, and then all of a sudden it's just like, yeah, I don't fuck with them no more.
And you're like, what?
And I'm just like,
And you had no clue of what happened?
no,
Like you just kind of.
I mean, like they would. I would get both sides of the story. I would hear from both sides about what was going on because obviously, because I was a fan. Like I would be at like their shows. I would be literally like. Sometimes be like the only person out there, and I'd be like, Jody, play this song. But yeah, I'm playing this song.
Yeah.
And like, so they knew like I really was like vibing with them. So like when I would like chill with them, I would hear each side of their story and not.
Oh, I know what you're saying. But those, anytime you hear it in that type of setting, it's always got extra sauce on it.
Yeah,
always.
sure.
Like when it's fresh like that, you can't take nobody's side too
Right,
seriously because there's so much anger and shit, emotion.
So I'm not on either one side. Like, I really do mess with both of them, honestly.
Yeah.
Like I really mess with Zen because like she honestly. Like
she inspired you.
She inspired me, and then she's been consistent. So I don't see a lot of female artists out here.
Yeah.
Doing
like that. Yeah.
Working in general, working on a consistent basis.
Yeah, consistent.
That's all it is.
Doing it to this day. So
that's a fact.
So she put me on her radio show like a couple of years ago, almost like maybe a year or two ago. Like, and like it's just really dope for her to like, and the thing is. She put me on the radio. It's like a top 40 radio station, and they play traditional music, and I have instrumentals, and they can't play instrumentals, but she still put me on the show. So she was just like I don't care that I can't, I can't actually play. We can play in the background, but like they can't play it. But I still want you to be on the show because they need to know who you are. And then like she threw she didn't on like that same night there was like a show that she allowed me to DJ or perform at downtown Raleigh, so people could see me. So it's just like here's an interview if you want to see this person. Like she's performing tonight, so she hosts that gig downtown. So she's always been on it, even if like there's no one there. Like she's always been throwing events and like making sure like there's been a place for people to come in Raleigh, even if there's like 2 people to come. So
see, and that's one thing that you could say. Like, because we've never even, we met Zen, but briefly not had real conversation. You know what I mean? Being able to sit down. And just to be real, off of my dealings with people in the city, a lot of people don't give out lookouts like that. At all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Getting a real lookout, not like one of those, I'll throw you on my story. Like, like, nigga, I'm going to put you in position at least 2 or 3 times. And if you could make something out of it, make something out of it. But you don't see that happen a lot.
Yeah, and she's dope. So like, I hate to see like that whatever collective they had didn't work out because like he said, it was kind of like the Odd Future, and I love Odd Future. And, like to see that happen here,
especially when you saw it on the small level, and then like because those
I smell something coming. I smell something right now. Come to these shows real quick
because those are always guaranteed to pop, bro. When you have a bunch of people who are just consistent and all nice, but all do something different, they literally take off so quickly. So it was just really sad to see how that unfolded. They were just hating each other. I'm like, wait a minute, I want to see y'all. Are y'all gonna be okay? And I guess nothing. It just. She went her way, he went his way, and like I don't know them personally, but I know like from going out to the events. I'm a fan.
Like I said, I looked up to them, so I hate to see them, but it's I guess they need to let their story off their chest.
That's a fact.
Damn, I know it hurt you because you just had so much high hopes for the whole thing. So it's just
did, and it's kind of like it sucks because like I'm at a point where like I'm doing well, and I want to see everyone do well, especially people that inspire me. It sucks to like see like people that have inspired me not like.
Rocking with each other.
They're letting other things block their success.
Right.
Yeah, facts. Yeah,
like
facts.
whatever issue that they had, they really stopped their vision collectively. From
that's a fact.
Right. Yeah. So like
sort through it to move.
Yeah. Like it's a relationship. Like you really have to like communicate. You can't go on Twitter and Instagram and like and spaz out. Ain't no going back on that because people done seen it.
Internet forever.
Yeah. So, like,
that's a fact. That's a whole fact.
It's sacred. Like it's a relationship. Like no, you can't just mess up. Like you have to like work on it. So, but if you don't work on it, it's bad. It looks messy.
I feel like after everybody gets their side out, you know what I mean, without being interrupted. I feel like there's got to be, because there's no other level you can go to at this point.
Yeah.
Nobody, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You have to go down at this point, so where y'all can be cordial again.
Right.
Because it could easily exist like that, especially if they had something that special. You know what I mean? When they brought and rallied those like that team of people.
Well, obviously they're not coming back together.
Yeah, that's not happening. No, complete no. I mean, we wish it, but
I would wish the best for both of them. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, I want everyone like out here to like just do whatever they desire and like, you know, be awesome. So
Yeah, I think there's a lot of talent in Raleigh. Like, I think
There
there's,
is.
in this area, there's a lot of
It's a
talent
lot.
that can like really make things
it's the
shake
focus
the
though for
area.
everybody. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's all the focus for everybody.
Right.
Once you focus in and you're like, this is the only option. You know what I mean? The only thing that I can do, you can get a lot of shit done. But it's hard going consistently. You know what I mean?
yes, a lot of people looking at North Carolina right now, especially at the Grammys after a bunch of nominations.
Oh,
and a
Yes,
bunch of
that's what we're
Yeah,
going.
there's a lot of eyes
That's what
here
we're
right
gonna
now,
go
for
through.
sure.
Yeah.
We're gonna go through these Grammy nominations.
Yes.
Because I feel like it's some heavy contenders in here.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yes.
people that came out swinging.
Right. Exactly.
I got the
Yeah, and I
webs-
didn't see them yet, so this will be.
Oh, this will be
refreshing to
fresh
me.
for you. Okay, hell yeah. Let me see. How should we do this? I'm trying to make sure I got most of like the important categories pulled up.
Yeah.
And when is the Grammy?
You got them too? Oh, the Grammys be in January? Or
Is
they're in
it?
December?
It's either in February or January.
January.
It's like
February.
around Super Bowl.
Oh,
That's
like
right.
everything
Yeah,
is-
you're
Yeah,
right.
I feel like they have all these
It gets
events during
crazy
Black
around that
History
time.
Month.
Yeah, it gets crazy around
to
that time.
distract Black History Month.
yeah.
You know, let's have the
that's
Super
tough.
Bowl, the Grammys, the Emmys,
Yeah.
and then the month's over. You can't,
Yeah.
so let's not talk about
28
let's
days.
not
Damn,
talk
they
about
do
it.
that. They do that, low
They,
key.
no, really, like let's give them the shortest month, and then let's have a bunch of events at
Right
each
around
and
it.
every weekend.
That takes the entire world.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So I'm just like, what's going on? Just
Not just
every
every
week,
event. Those
every
are big
week.
events.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Grammy nominations.
Yeah.
And it goes how to win a Grammy.
That's the first thing that popped up. How
we
to
go-
win a
It's
Can you-
all the way at the bottom.
Can you do me a favor? Can you just click on it? If it's
Right,
if it's a short read, we might need to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Be white. Nah, I'm just playing.
How to get a Grammy? I'm trying to think of what might be on that list right now.
now.
All right, how to be
Yeah,
on
now that you asked the question.
have some sort of controversy, probably.
Absolutely.
Have some sort of controversy. That's probably in the contract somewhere. You got to have a hit record as well.
I know, yeah, you gotta have hype.
You got to have
you gotta
the
have
hit
some
record.
kind of hype.
Yeah. So, yeah, well, yeah, me too.
You gotta be a little gay cowboy or something like that.
Gay cowboy.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, he's probably nominated, I bet.
Right.
Did you see?
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
They were saying
You're right.
Anti. We have to stream Anti this week because if it lasts one more week, it'll be the longest running album on Hip Hop Billboard 200.
Really?
And like it's like 200 and something months or something like that. Something
Yeah.
crazy, you know, because she hasn't dropped that in a while.
2016. That's when that
16,
came out.
yeah, 3 years.
Wait, which album?
150 or something like that.
Rihanna's album,
Rihanna
right?
Anti.
Anti.
Oh,
Yeah,
gotcha.
yeah,
It's still
something
on the
like
charts?
that. One of those. Yeah, it's still in the top 200.
Oh wow,
That's
Like,
crazy.
goddamn, for real?
that's
2016?
crazy.
That's crazy. I had no idea. I'm like, I will be streaming this week. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll
She
contribute
was
to
just
them.
on an airplane. She saw Paul McCartney.
Yeah.
But she was on a regular
missed that.
airplane, and I was just like, she's saving money.
It's,
She's not
You
not
gotta
on a
fly
private
private
plane.
everywhere.
Right,
Bro,
exactly.
her life is so huge.
yes.
Her
She-
life is
yeah.
just huge.
yes.
Everything. Same with the Kardashians' life.
Yeah.
Huge.
All their lives are just so huge. I would go paranoid so quickly.
Right.
Like,
Right.
I could not handle that, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
Because they're not really. They're definitely human beings, but it's just like they're magnified.
Yeah, that's
for
true.
real.
It's just
to the
weird.
point where they would like.
You get so much attention anywhere you go. Just
I
literally.
don't like that.
I'd imagine that you
crazy.
could lose touch with like real things and be like, your whole concept of money probably is just like, oh, $200 is probably $20 to them. Shit.
I want to do a day in the life of
Pocket
Bruno
change.
Mars, though.
Oh.
That motherfucker look like he's having fun.
Oh, Bruno Mars.
You follow him on
Mars is
Instagram or
life.
something?
Huh?
You follow him on Instagram?
I used to follow him, but then I was unfollowing a bunch of people at one point. But I still follow him on the podcast page.
Oh, what is he doing? I haven't seen him outside of
I heard.
I haven't looked at it in a while, but
um,
Bruno's always just looks like he's having a good time, no matter where he's at. Like,
He's awesome. Like,
Yeah,
I
like-
love Bruno Mars.
Yeah, he's
Yo,
my favorite male singer.
yeah,
right now.
yo,
But
he really just living. I just listened to 24K Magic.
again,
That album was crazy.
Yeah.
That album was
Fire.
Bro,
crazy.
that album
Right.
was like
Right.
so. It's,
Give him
bro,
a
9
Grammy.
songs. 9
he didn't win
songs.
one. He didn't win one.
He did?
He did, right? He had to,
I think
right?
he
Like,
did.
let's
I
not
think
kid
I seen
ourselves.
I don't
him.
remember, to be
feel like
honest
I
with
seen
you.
him.
I know he
just
won
last
for
year.
something because I remember him. I don't know if it was best song or whatever, but I remember him going on stage and saying exactly this. He was like, when 24K Magic was playing while he was going to the stage, he went up there and the music faded down. He was like, no, put it back up. Too many ballads tonight. You know? I felt
that.
when he said that, I stood up because I think I was watching it with you.
Yeah,
but I was just like, he was right because
Right.
everybody was doing ballads and ballads and crying, and you know that chick, I forgot what her name was, but she
Bro
did
is
that.
partying all the time, bro. He is the party.
But at the same time,
that life.
yeah.
Yeah,
But at the same
yeah.
time, hey, he has some
Sometimes
great
you gotta
ballads too.
enjoy it.
Yeah, he has some great ballads too. But just that night, it was just every live performance was just doing a slow song, a ballad song, a protest song, this, and there was not a good mix of vibes. You know.
Yeah, that's
so
a
he
fact.
was right when he said that, but I don't know what he won for it though.
I don't know. He could have won for anything because that whole album was crazy.
Oh yeah.
like for
Yeah.
real. Like I gotta look
Shout
it
out
up.
to my boy Richie. We snuck into that Bruno Mars concert.
Oh yeah, you
One
did.
of the greatest.
Yeah.
One of the greatest finesses ever pulled off.
Yeah, and he has a
Like,
song called Finesse.
We got up in there like we really was like
Right.
finessing them at the
Right.
door.
Right.
Yeah.
Told them
What'd you do?
so savage. We photocopied some tickets, and then the people whose tickets they were go inside. Make sure y'all good because we're not gonna fuck up y'all night.
Right.
We'll come in later. So we in the parking lot folding them up, trying to make them look like they was used and shit. We get to the door and they scan, of course. Obviously, these have been scanned already.
Right.
Of course they have. They're about to tow our car. We came out here to move it real quick. They were like, we can't let re-entries in. We were like, we literally just towed our, like, we don't want our car towed. We just moved it, yo. Like,
Right.
we're in the green parking lot. And they were like, I can't do
No way. What?
Bro, we're talking an intense, like, a serious,
Yo.
like, we're like, I'm over here making it seem like, man, that's my song too, man. I mean,
Right.
what are we doing?
And he's playing my song.
Yeah, like,
That
how
was a
much
blessing,
time?
bro.
Yeah, how
That
much
was a
time are we
blessing.
wasting here, bro? They were like, all right, yo, just come in. Got in, bro. It felt like there was on us like eagles, bro. Like
Yeah.
we were walking to our seat, bro. It just felt so intense. I felt like somebody was following us, like, bro. It was crazy. I was like, bro, just dip
Paranoid.
off, just dip off, bro. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
dipped off into the crowd, enjoyed the show.
Nice.
Mad close to the stage, bro.
Right.
Oh man, it was crazy.
That is
That was a
crazy.
blessing.
Yes.
That was a whole blessing.
I did hear that Bruno said that he's sort of like nervous because like he thought he put his all into 24K Magic, you know. So now he's kind of like nervous, like
Oh,
man,
what to
what do I
follow
do
up
now?
with?
Sure.
That
Yeah. What's
shit
gonna
was
follow up?
big.
So
I don't
that's
think
what
he's
he's
gotta
nervous
work.
about.
Yeah, he just gotta take his time. I think.
Take a break.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just take
Get
your time.
inspiration.
He out here partying, bro.
Right. Exactly.
Go out, get
Have a good
inspiration.
time.
Living.
Yeah,
Live
get,
on that.
get inspiration from
Perform
other
that
places.
everywhere you can go. Every 16-year-old birthday party.
That's a fact.
16-year-old birthday. Yeah.
Earn that money.
I was trying to figure out where we should start, but I feel like best new artist will probably be the best starting point, right?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm with it.
And so best new artist: Black Pumas, Billie Eilish, Lil Nas X, Lizzo, Maggie Rogers, Rosalina,
What's
Tank,
that?
Tank and the Bangas, and Yola.
Bangers.
I'm not sure who those like last 3 or 4 people
Yeah.
were.
Put our cousins
We just,
in here.
you know,
Let me get a little Ray Ray. Little Ray Ray.
Thinking to myself like,
just slide it. Hey, just slide it, my cousin. You've been
Reggie.
working hard this year. You've been
Reggie.
working hard this year.
Right.
His
Right.
grind ain't gonna go unnoticed.
Yeah.
Been on
That's
TikTok.
that one you
So
can,
if
you can
we-
fill in the blank at the bottom.
All right, so we obviously we don't. Does anybody know these other people either?
No, bro.
Oh no, no,
we
I know
just
some of the top ones that you.
All right, so
listed.
let's just judge it off the people we know. So
Yeah,
Lil Nas
okay.
X, Lizzo, or Billie Eilish. Who's
Eilish.
gonna
I
win?
know those three
She's
are the
gonna
heavy
win.
hitters.
She's probably gonna win.
Yeah,
Billie's
She's
gonna
just
win.
way too big. Way too big.
But Lizzo, don't count out
It's the
Lizzo though.
flute, bro.
I mean, Lizzo is having a run right now. That's
Unless they want to have a moment,
Billie
you give it to
Eilish.
Lil
and she has a
Nas X.
message.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what
the
I
only
mean?
other way. Yeah,
Yeah, that's the only other way.
Because,
Like,
'Cause he been
do
on
they
the-
want Lil
he been
Nas
at
X to
the
have
top
a
of the
clean
charts
sweep?
for a
Because think
minute.
about how good that looks for the
Yeah.
Grammys.
because he already just got
Bro,
that cover you were talking
that's what
about.
I'm saying.
That's
He
true.
been doing
Yeah.
the top of the charts for a minute.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he held a strong
That's
position
true.
than anybody
Yeah,
to win
bro.
every record.
Nah,
To be
yeah.
honest,
But Billie Eilish, yeah.
Billie Eilish took
She's-
him off that
yeah.
though, right?
They both been going back and forth.
Yeah.
For real, like,
Yeah.
it's
They've
like
really
this-
been going at it. This is like
Bruh, like she's the biggest artist.
giant record sales competing and shit.
She's
Yeah.
the biggest artist in California right now.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
people
she-
back.
Lil Nas X, he's a trend. Like he's like a
Yeah.
something that's gonna. I don't know what's gonna happen next year.
Yeah, I know what you
He's like
mean,
a
though.
meme.
But this year he did do really well. So it's
Yeah.
just like
Did really
it's just
well.
it's between them two, you know.
Yeah.
But Billie, she's only 17 years old.
Yeah.
She got
She's
so,
only
she got
7. She's been
so-
doing this since she was 14.
Yeah.
And like
And
she's
she already
been
got
like
style and
she's
everything.
been like
Yeah.
if you listen to her music and the artwork and the
I don't
videos,
listen to it. That's what I need to
it's
get on.
crazy.
I need
Like
to
but it's
listen
some
to it.
other. I'm like, how the fuck she think about this shit?
Yeah.
She only how old? And I really be bopping like she's 17 years old, bro.
Yeah.
What was I doing when I was 17 years old?
Not a
You know.
damn thing.
I think she gets help from
Do you
her
listen to her
brother.
music?
Her
Her
brother's
brother
a producer.
produces everything.
Yeah.
It's her brother there.
Yeah,
and
so they
they
probably
produce-
together.
So he probably
Yeah.
had been
I'm
doing it
gonna
with her
have to
They're
since then
listen
too.
to
both homeschooled, like so they didn't have traditional
yeah.
school. Like they
Get
didn't
outta
have
here.
grades. They ain't living
Are you
in
serious?
California.
This makes
Like,
great sense.
so-
I got to listen
yeah.
to this music.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I've
gotta
got
listen to it
to
now.
because all the
Yeah.
homeschool kid experiences
Oh,
that
yeah.
I've had when they come for gym,
Yeah.
like
Yeah, they come from jail.
Like here they come.
they come for gym, like
Homeschool.
they were all different, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, they were real different.
Right.
So man, that
No.
music got to slap, bro.
No,
Bruh,
it's,
what?
it's
Got
slap.
to.
It's very
It's
unique
it's
pop
slap.
music.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
like,
a real
I'm banging
unique.
to this little white girl music. Like,
Yeah.
this is slap. No, for real. It's like
It's refreshing
it's heavy
pop music.
bass, like heavy.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's
It's
what's
some
up.
like scary shit. So like that's in it. It's
Have their parents ever done interviews?
Not that I've
Those are the people we need to
I
see.
haven't
Those are the
looked
people we
in-
need to see.
yeah.
True.
No, I haven't seen.
I heard the
I've
father's
seen her
been in the
commercial
business.
recently. Her mom was in a commercial with her.
Okay.
Oh, with her.
Yeah, but I don't.
Yeah, everybody talks about like she's like really crazy, like
Yeah.
huge.
Damn. So
Yeah.
she's gonna
Yeah, I
take
might
that
have to
then.
listen to
Yo.
it then.
I'm gonna have to listen to
There
it.
was this YouTuber,
Probably
this
people J.
this black guy. He has a white girlfriend, and he dressed her up like Billie Eilish and took her to the mall, and it went
hell broke
everyone.
loose.
Oh my god!
shit.
Oh,
And
damn.
So many people like it. They shut the whole store down, like the whole mall down. Like people
Damn.
were running, but it wasn't even her. And
That's
Billie
tough.
Eilish, she commented on the YouTube video, and she said, "Now y'all see what my life is like."
Yeah, facts.
So her life is
Facts.
They have
crazy,
shut
you
down
know,
the
so-
mall.
That's
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, but it
That's
wasn't even
crazy.
her. Like it's. Yeah, you
That's
should
crazy.
look into that video. Like,
I'm
just
definitely
my
gonna
growing
look
up.
when
'Cause
a
I feel
fake
like
can pull
that-
that much attention.
Right.
Because I feel like
real.
the same thing happened where the one dude, it was this dude and this girl, and they looked like Scott.
Travis Scott.
Travis
yeah.
Scott.
Yeah.
That was the
Yeah.
biggest
Yeah.
Everywhere,
debacle
bro.
everywhere.
Right.
son.
I remember that.
It
Yeah.
was crazy.
That shit
And the
took
real
over.
though, I'm not gonna lie, yo, from like 50 feet away, you would have never told me.
No,
different.
hell no. That
Like,
was
no.
that was Kylie and Travis.
Yeah, like, from 50 feet
From
away,
a distance,
bro.
they look
From
just
the
like
pic-
alike.
bro.
Yeah.
The picture, bro, is
Picture was
like
fire,
he even
bro.
like
Looked
he
just
did a
like-
YouTube video on
Yeah.
it afterwards and was like, no, like I went and got clothes,
Yeah.
like and dressed like him,
It's this-
cut my
Yeah.
hair, got it braided like him,
Yeah,
and
bro.
like, bro, when I tell you, bro. If you put them 50 feet away from each other, they would look exact like twins. bro.
Yeah,
Like, not even joking you.
Yeah.
And it went crazy because like it was like a whole bunch of like shit going on with Kylie and Travis.
Yeah,
and
so
that
it was
shit.
like
and so like
cheating
niggas was
pictures
like, yo,
and-
what the fuck? I was like, yo, that shit was crazy.
Yeah, it's
Damn,
his YouTuber.
that was the biggest finesse.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was nuts, bro.
this guy, yeah, he's super talented. Like he does like social experiments. He does this all the time. Like he'll go around and like, yeah, I just wanted to see like how it would be if I acted like I was rich. So like he'll like Photoshop himself in like rich environments and just to see like how people respond on social media. So one day he was like, it'd be funny if I just act like I kind of look like Travis Scott. Let me go ahead and like,
Yeah,
and then,
dress up
but
like
like,
shit.
Like
it,
him and
like,
his
it
friends
blew
were the ones-
up, and
yeah,
then
like-
then he posted a video like, hey guys.
It was just
It
me.
was just
just
me.
me. Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's like-
And
and
the
then-
thing that made it even better though was like they leaked the photo.
right.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
him and his like they set it up. Like his
Right.
homeboy took the photo
Right.
and like they leaked the photo
Right.
to
They
like
put it on
all
Twitter,
the
trying to
like
yeah.
everywhere,
Hey, yo,
bro.
I got a picture. How much you
Yo,
want for
Right.
it?
yeah,
Yeah.
and it was like, yo, he just finessed y'all,
Right,
but then at the
exactly.
same time, like it
Right.
was genius.
Right.
Jeez, that's
They gave us
But
money.
yeah, he does
for
those
this
like
photo.
that's what I'm saying. He does that social experiment stuff. My
Right.
favorite ones though is when they be doing the gold digger ones.
Oh yeah, yo, I watch
Yo.
those all the
Yo,
time.
the
yo.
gold
When
digger
like,
ones?
when like my
Yeah.
baby,
They
my
be going
baby,
Yeah.
crazy on them
Bro.
girls
He's
sometimes.
like, get
Bruh.
your taquitos, or no, get your takis.
Yo,
Like, get your takis.
my favorite though is when they be acting like they the homeless man, and then he just like get up,
Yeah, yeah,
Right.
get the Bentley. I'll be like, yo.
Right.
And then she be like, "Oh, wait a minute." It be like, "Yo, your bed is right there."
Right.
Like
Oh,
you
right.
just gave
It's
up.
so
right.
sick.
Right.
It's so sick how some of them girls turn, bro.
Yes, bro.
You be like, don't do it, don't do it. They just be like,
Bro,
I'm sorry,
I be
what was your
crying.
name? What was your name again? He be like, no, she's not, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, my
It be
favorite,
so-
those the gold digger ones are the best.
Yes.
Yeah, those are the best. Have you ever seen, speaking of the gold digger one, the one where the guy used to hand them a gold shovel?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Was that the same people?
Yeah, it's,
Is
the
it
same,
a,
it's about the same. I think it's just like the same group of dudes.
Yeah,
Like a
okay.
Hawaiian guy, or I don't know. He looked.
Yeah. He looked like,
I don't know what he is.
like islandy.
I don't know
He's
what
got an islandy
Yeah.
look.
He's like, get the takis ready. He's about to be good. He's like, you got to stop right here. Get your snacks. He's like, it's about to be crazy.
Yo, I'm just thinking about these other categories. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna read them, and I'm only gonna name the songs that I know we know.
All right.
But so it's not. It's like we just shitting all over.
And just
Shitting all
messing
over
up the
these other
names.
people's hard work.
Yeah.
You probably did a beautiful song,
Yeah.
but
I'm
for
sorry.
Hey, listen,
for show purposes,
I listen to very
we're
limited
gonna talk
music.
about hip hop and
So
R&B.
much content out.
Yeah, we can't keep up with
There's a
this.
lot, yo. There's so much flooding the gates.
Yeah,
It's like
it's
consistently.
crazy.
Like,
All right,
It's
so
easy.
we going Billie Eilish for best new artist, definitely. Then,
That's
right?
for me. I think that she's
Okay.
gonna win.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would say just because I know the Lil Nas X thing more, and I'm leaning with the fact that they might try to do like a black gay male clean sweep at the Grammys.
Yeah.
That's gonna look great for media.
But see,
They
but
might
Lizzo
do
has
it.
a.
Sometimes
Yeah, see,
they do
I
stuff like
think
that,
it's
right?
between
They
the
just
three.
do stuff like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think it's between the three.
We were just talking about it. Sometimes
Yeah,
they got a
can't weigh it
story.
out.
Right.
It's
Go
definitely
to
an
the
option that
website.
can still happen. So, but yeah, I would go with that.
Like Lizzo just won the Soul Train Awards or something. Like
Yeah.
the best album.
Just
or
off of
something.
perception of what I see as far as
She's
like,
getting a lot of
who
hate, though,
has
I
been,
noticed.
like, when people talk about her, they go kinda
People are
crazy.
hating
So I
right
feel
now.
Like just based off
Bro, why do
me
people hate
perceiving
her
that,
so much? Why does it seem like
Yeah,
doesn't
like
it seem
people are
love her, but
hating
hate her
Lizzo
too?
right now.
Really?
People are hating
I
Lizzo.
think-
You talking about Lizzo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of people on social media, and
I
it's
don't know,
mostly
she
black
played the
women for
shit
some
out
reason.
that flute though.
Yo, she's like, just in case, bitch, you bored?
Yeah.
Yo, I'm not even gonna lie, bro. I mean,
fuck.
yes, bro,
Yo,
on
she-
stage, bro.
She be twerking with the flute. She be like,
Yeah.
she's
Yeah.
she's a classically trained.
Yes, bro.
Oh, chill out.
I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
she is.
It be
Flute
the
has his own
craziest
Instagram
shit,
page.
bro. It's crazy.
She plays the
bro.
flute like, you know, eloquently. She's like,
Damn.
That's what I'm saying. She can actually play play the flute.
That's why she
bro.
here then. I didn't know she was going hard like that. Because the only song I knew was the.
She's been making music for a long time.
I don't even know what the name of that song is.
Yeah.
She her flute has an Instagram page.
That shit's
Her
crazy.
flute
Yo,
has an
twerk with the
Instagram.
flute is
Yeah,
crazy,
I
bro.
think it's called Sasha the Flute.
The flute has a name too.
Yeah,
She done
serious.
named her flute
Sasha.
Sasha.
For real, I think she's
Sasha.
just professionally trained.
Oh, that's
fire.
that's the Beyonce alter ego.
Yeah,
right?
Sasha Fierce.
Find it, 'cause
Sasha
you're gonna-
Fierce. She probably harnesses the power of Beyonce.
Yeah.
In the flute.
And that flute, Beyonce just. That was a
Right.
cartoon. She was on stage, lifted
No,
the
for
flute
real.
up.
Yeah.
And
And
Beyonce was
Beyonce comes out the
It
cloud.
just light that shit up. It just blessed it real quick. It just go crazy.
She out there just doing this with musical notes.
Oh, yeah, bro. Bro, all her background dancers start doing like Lizzo music, but like all her famous songs, like Beyonce's famous songs.
You know what I think it is though? Like why people are hating. Like I'm serious. Oh, that's the flute. Yeah. Show that real quick.
Yeah.
Yo, bro, she be twerking with a flute, bro.
She is really that's
With a
hard.
flute, bro.
Yes.
No, I think one of the biggest reasons why people, and especially the people that I've been seeing like hating super hard on Lizzo, are oddly enough black women.
Right.
Yeah, 100%.
And
That's what
I don't know why that is,
And that's
but-
why I don't get it. Yeah.
Yeah, and you know
think-
they're saying that she won over what's her name? Something Lennox.
Ari.
Ari Lennox,
Yeah.
yeah, she won over that, and then Ari Lennox she was mad about that, so everybody's
She's
like,
mad 'cause she
hate
lost.
Lizzo, you know, because she won. Lizzo won over her.
Yeah, and then
Yeah, I heard she was
yeah.
ranting about it, but I missed that. Ari Lennox was ranting
Yeah.
about losing to
Losing to-
Lizzo,
yeah.
but I
Yeah,
missed that rant.
so I think that has a lot to do with it, and
I think she.
Lizzo, I mean, y'all just saw she's.
Yeah, I
you're
mean,
not playing the
Lizzo-
flute, Ari. You're not playing the flute.
now you out here lit though. You out here lit, but you know
and I think
you ain't
another
twerking and playing the flute.
another thing too is like I feel like a lot of people are just annoyed by her weight. You know, like I feel
Right.
like
Well,
people
why
are
do
just
they feel-
annoyed by it. Like how
Why
this
though?
big girl,
You right though, bro.
confident
You right.
in herself.
People are crazy. Like they'll
It's
like,
slim women who are like slim black women who are hating her. You know,
I heard there were big girls that were hating.
hating her too.
Because
That's
like
what
they're,
see,
cause
that
they're,
just
cause
blew
they're
my
just
mind.
like
She out here representing.
because
Yeah,
no
for
because
real,
like
for
oh y'all want to love her now y'all don't love them big girls back.
Back.
Oh,
So it's like
you love
retrospective
her,
anger.
but, like, I got you.
Get some musical talent.
Yeah, like
Right. No.
Yeah, but it's like, hey, people do now. So like, why you mad at?
everybody has something that draws people to them.
And then you gotta respect. You gotta respect what,
What
she
is
does
your
in that
thing?
situation.
It can't be your weight. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And then
So
some
be out
people-
here twerking
yeah.
with the flute. Like,
and making bops.
what's up?
Yeah.
She's been singing for a long time. It's not like she just showed up. Like
Yeah.
she's really been out here like She used to be in like groups and like
Who?
Lizzo.
Oh, okay.
Like she used to like.
She was really out. She really
yeah,
put her work
she's
in.
really like that person that you've been seeing grinding all the time,
Grind the whole
and you
time.
just be, and then she finally,
That's what's up.
like
though.
she finally made it. Like it's that
Yeah.
person like
And you
still
hate
making
Yo,
music,
that song
you
make
still
no-
making music, and
that
then like she
song
finally
make
did.
white girls go crazy.
It does.
Oh, yeah.
It does.
See, she's
yeah.
crossover too.
And I'll be like,
you know,
yo,
like
what?
I-
So
a lot of
quick-
people get angry about that too. Because to me, like, especially like since when I listen to her, I really feel like Missy Elliott vibes from her, and that's what I like
Yeah,
about
true,
her. Like,
true.
sort of her vibe is sort of like tongue in cheek and doesn't take herself too seriously. But I feel like, especially for those who don't like Missy Elliott stuff, like I don't think they'll get Lizzo. You know, like
Oh, true.
who never liked Missy in the first place. You know, like a lot of people like they call
Man,
her
it felt
music
like
corny.
The world loved
and-
Missy though, right?
Yeah, Missy
I gotta
was-
bring
Yeah.
this up though.
What's up?
Is it me or is Missy aging backwards?
Oh shit, she looked good for her age, man.
Bro,
You know?
what
Wait,
is she?
what?
Yeah, what is
Yeah.
she? And she hid
What is
from
she
us.
doing?
She took a photo of her
What
old
is she,
photo.
bro? And I was
Yeah.
like, yo,
She's
the
not
old
aging at
photo
all,
looked
actually.
like you an HD.
She went
I was
missing
like,
for a long
what?
time. She went off the radar for a long time.
Yeah.
Yo,
She found something that we all need
yo,
access
have y'all
to.
seen
She was
that
actually one of the first person
video?
ever I heard in the hip hop.
Yeah.
Have y'all seen
Yeah.
that video of the dude remaking her video when she he put on the trash bag
Yes, I saw that.
in the rain in the fan?
Yeah,
I can't stand.
he
I
was
was
killing
like,
it though.
yo,
he was killing it.
he
He was
was
killing it.
cool.
Yeah, I seen that.
joint right there.
But no, I had to shout out Missy for that. Yo,
Shout out to
she,
Missy,
She
though.
been
Yeah, man.
aging backwards, bro.
Yeah.
And she has like a record like in top 40 right now. I think too. I think.
Record. I know she has a
start
song with
dropping music
Lizzo.
I think yeah. Because
Oh yeah,
I
she
was
was
on
doing
the.
stuff with Lizzo.
Yeah.
Yeah, she have a single out with Lizzo, and they're like
Yeah.
twerking in it and shit.
And she had an EP come out recently.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Missy Elliott.
She had a song.
Yeah, and that was
yeah.
one. I heard. I was in the car, and they was spinning that. Shit. It was like I was like, who is this?
It's,
Missy
it's
Elliott.
about
I'm like,
her
damn,
stuff.
she got records out right
Yeah.
now. Like
She and her
She
music,
been in
her,
it, boy.
her
Yeah.
music videos are crazy. You know,
they're
Missy
still
Elliott,
lit.
Yeah,
Music
Yeah,
videos
man.
I'm so
still.
happy.
She was
I'm
mad
be
creative
so
with them
excited.
shits
I'm like,
in the past,
yes, thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah. They're never. They never fail. They're-
Yeah.
She's kept the same standard. You know?
Her and Busta.
Didn't she bring back that little girl or something?
She brought that
I
girl
miss
on
Dreadhead
the
Busta,
award
though.
show.
Oh, Dreadhead Busta.
Dreadhead Busta was
Yeah,
the shit,
Busta, Missy, and Luda. Every time they had a
Steroid Busta
video
was
dropping,
kinda
I
lit,
was
too.
bro.
glued to the screen.
Bro,
was Busta was he was doing touch it around
bro,
that time.
what? Busta was in a whole. Busta was in a whole
Yeah, facts.
horror film, bro.
Bruh.
Everybody forget about that.
Oh yeah,
My man was in a whole, bro.
Hey, he was in
whooping
Shaft.
Mike Myers' ass.
Yeah, he was in Shaft too.
He wasn't. Yo, he was my favorite
Shaft.
character
He
in Shaft.
was,
Shaft.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
with
Bruh,
Batman.
he was so cool in Shaft, but not with the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
right.
Damn, that shit was funny.
He's a higher learning.
Let me see. Let's do song of the year. So,
Okay.
Bad Guy by Billie Eilish.
Eilish, yeah.
Eilish, yeah.
Or eyelash. So, Billie Eyelash.
Hard Place, Her.
Oh, her. Oh,
Lover, Taylor Swift. Truth Hurts, Stephen Chen. I don't even know. Someone You Love, Tom Barnes. I don't know any of these people.
Tom Barnes.
Some of them, it's like if I heard the song or something like that, I was like, oh, I heard that in the commercial.
Bro, the real, like,
Tom Barnes.
Tom Barnes.
What's up, Tom?
wait, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Shout out to my man Tom.
Shout out my man Tom.
Shout out to Tom
Way
Barnes.
to make it
yo.
on the list, my guy.
He's in your sixth grade class.
You did that.
Yeah, bro. Like, hey, he was a nominee.
Yeah.
I can't even be mad at him. He closer
Yeah.
to me.
Yeah, you're right. You're right about that, though.
No, the song of the year is Jesus is the One. Remember I showed you.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, you know what? You're so right. You're so right. Why are we even reading this category? We don't know half the
That
list
is the
anyway.
winner.
Wait, is Old Town Road on Song of the Year?
It's not actually.
That's crazy.
That's
That
weird.
that
Yeah,
should
that was
Yeah,
this
which is
year.
that's the
actually
song of
crazy.
the year.
Yeah.
He's not the artist of the year, but that was the song. That was
Yeah,
pretty
that-
much.
yeah,
you're
like,
right about it. Yeah,
the song
damn, that's kinda
everywhere.
crazy.
It's like number one on the
How
chart.
did he not make that
Make
one?
that
Because
list.
he made the other list. That's why.
They have some crazy ass rules now where like, but they be breaking the Grammy rules too for like artists. Like
Right.
the baby can't be known or considered as a new artist because he's had mixtapes now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
That's what they said. I guess to keep him in
Really?
that category. Yeah, that was one of the things.
Wow.
I didn't think
It seems so
mixtapes counted.
strange. Like
I didn't
I
think
got here off
mixtape
of something.
counted.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
bro.
what the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
I'm still a new artist that finally I'm like I newly made it. Nigga.
Yeah.
People know who he is this year. You know, like a shitload of people know who he is.
Yeah.
this year.
I don't-
It's like
I
I actually
don't know.
Like I'm there now for real.
But he's not in there. But he's on like best rap, song or best rap, for Suge and all that.
I remember like Alicia Cara was out for like 2 years and still got new artists. Remember we were mad about
Bro,
that?
Alicia Cara completely
Right.
swiped.
Right.
Yeah, she put out
Grammy
the
that
song
one
Here
year.
like
Right.
2
A
years
wild
ago.
swipe.
Who was supposed to get that? Was that Kendrick Lamar? Or,
No. This was, I don't know, because that girl,
But she had been
Alessia
out for a
Cara
while.
came out with Here I Am.
Yeah.
Right.
A huge hit. We all knew it.
Right.
Yeah.
And then 3 years later,
she
seemed to
gets a
catch
Grammy.
Best New Artist.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I was like, what?
Yo, that
She is not new.
Yeah.
at all, bro.
Exactly.
I know you're hit.
Pissed
Like,
off and like, what's going on?
Yeah.
yo, yeah, that was very.
It was like 2 Grammys later.
It
and
just-
still
Song was
got
powerful though, bro.
The song was powerful. The
Right.
song was so
Here,
powerful.
yeah.
Right.
It was
I love
blasphemy.
that shit,
It was
bro.
blasphemous that they gave her the award for
Right.
Best New Artist afterwards. Like that's how bad it was.
Like, that song came out 2 years ago.
Let's see. So yeah, for the Three Oak podcast, that's what we really should have done. Should have done our shit. You know what I'm saying?
Made up our own.
Made up our own list. That'd have been hard. The Three Oak podcast Grammys. You know what I'm saying? Like
Exactly. Give
that
them
would have been
Grammy
hard.
Award.
Yeah.
Good for Grammy Award.
Next year. But we can do it on the next award show. Just
Yeah.
give it a mock run.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like
For sure,
the
yeah.
next award or whatever. I'm
Right.
with that.
Yeah.
But
Do it when the Grammys air. Like the week
February?
before.
Yeah, it has.
Like
do it the week.
it
Yeah,
the
we
week.
true.
Oh yeah,
So
so we still got time.
Yeah, that's a
I'm
fact.
gonna be here for that one.
Yeah, we can just run it.
We could just run it.
What's up?
Right, exactly.
That's a fact.
So they have Tyler the Creator. His album is best rap album, but
Eagle?
Yeah.
to me,
Eagle.
like it's not a rap album.
Exactly.
It don't
I
feel,
feel like
rap,
it. He should have been under best album of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I thought that was one of the best albums of the year.
Yeah,
Like,
but don't categorize it to just a rap.
I don't know if I could.
Hey, but
It's different. It's like alternative.
he's singing.
like-
I mean, throughout the whole.
He was, yeah.
Like,
He
It
is
was
singing.
not-
He's got chords, bro. He can do chord progression. I'm like, I
shit
don't
was
know how to play
fire.
this.
yeah.
I'm like,
I liked this one before that too, though. What was it,
Oh, Flower Boy. Yeah, that was my
Flower Boy
favorite.
was
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah,
he
sure.
almost won a Grammy
Yeah.
during that, but I think this time he's gonna win.
He's called one. Has he had one yet? See, that'd be crazy if he
Yeah, I don't
didn't
know.
get one and he's like still hustling for his Grammy.
I think that's what's going on.
Wow.
Yeah, but
crazy.
But you guys didn't hear though. Like,
he deserves one.
whenever a black person makes music, it's hip hop or R&B.
You're right, though.
Right.
You're right. though.
When you're
Right.
anything
Right.
but black, it's
Right.
pop.
Yeah, you're right,
that's
though.
crazy.
That's a
Yeah.
whole fact.
Bruno Mars made
And
an
you-
R&B album,
Right.
but it's pop.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that is so crazy.
But
dog.
but if that album was
think
made
about
by
it that
Chris
way.
Brown,
Yeah.
and the same songs, it would be R&B.
how do they
that's a
categorize
fact.
Post Malone? Will they put him anywhere? 'Cause
Pop.
Post is out here crazy.
Well,
They'll
well,
put
it
him
could
in
be
pop
pop
now?
or hip hop. I mean,
I
you know,
hate when they put Post Malone in hip hop categories.
he's
though.
on the hip hop charts, man.
I be like, what the fuck, yo? Like he's about to
He's
take
pop.
that one too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got to put him in pop at this point.
Right.
Yeah,
He'll completely throw like a whole wrench into a
but he's
rap
on pop
category.
and hip hop charts. Like I've checked. Like he's
Yeah, I've
on.
seen
I
that.
believe the top of
Yeah,
the charts
that-
of
yeah,
both.
definitely.
He's not rapping or anything. Like
When you're
Never
black,
rapping.
it's
He's
harder
He
to.
just
But based
adding
on what
a
you
tattoo
were
for every
saying.
track
Yeah.
he make.
I don't know what's going on with. Yeah, look, he's one of the strangest looking people I've ever seen in my
Yo,
life.
we talking about
Like to
boy?
be all the way real. Like
Post?
Post?
if-
Oh, yeah.
if I was like coming around the corner of like a building and he was there, I'd be like, just for a quick second,
Quick jump.
yeah,
You grab your bag and shit. It's like, oh.
like okay, that's what type of. I just wanted to. You don't
Like
see
you
that every
instantly
day.
grab
bro.
for your pocket knife. You was like,
Shit, what's going on? Oh yeah.
it's just toasty. Good old
Just
Post.
Post Malone.
Hey.
Yeah.
And then he's
Best
all
friends
and
at the end
then,
of the night.
and then on
I mean,
camera
for
he
real.
looks
Pull out
like
a Bud
that with
Light,
the
he be happy.
facts.
Facts.
He looks like that with the tattoos, but every time you hear him speak, he's like the nicest guy. You know what I'm saying? Like
I heard that he is.
I
Like,
heard-
a
I
pretty
heard
nice
he's the
dude.
nicest
yeah, like yeah, man, yeah, I'm doing good. You know,
I'll fuck with him.
but it's
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
as soon as you first see him,
It's
he's
like,
doing
all
it
right.
I
all.
remember when I
Whoa.
first heard his story, and I was just like, "Yo, my man was sleeping in somebody's closet."
What?
Oh shit.
Yeah,
in
bro.
LA?
Like, so when he first moved to LA,
Right.
he was like, his friends had rented an apartment,
Right.
and like he had nowhere to sleep,
Right.
And one of his friends had like a walk-in closet, and he just like
Slept
threw
in
the
there.
pallet on the closet, bro, and just
Damn.
he kicked it for a couple of months until he made his songs.
Right.
Damn.
And I was just like, yo, I respect the hustle, but
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
man, I don't know if I could sleep with somebody.
Right.
Hey, but look,
Be doing that.
he's been blessed for real, 'cause
Oh, yeah, for
he
sure.
drops an album and it sells 500,000 in the
That was
first
crazy.
week. Like
Right.
he does
that
huge
nigga.
numbers, yo.
Remember I told you there's a footage of him like before he got famous playing an acoustic guitar, some kind of blues song without the tattoos and all that stuff. And I remember I told you
bro.
I can hear somebody going up to him and it's like, hey, I know you love this folk music, but that doesn't sell. So why don't you just do hip hop instead? Get some
that's a
tattoos.
fact.
Everybody's getting colorful hair.
That's what I'm saying.
I can hear somebody
He
like
could Like if he wanted to at this point, I feel like he could definitely like switch and like maybe do an album of some like some old bluegrass.
I'm sure hip hop is
do
not
country.
him.
That's what I'm saying. He
yeah.
want to do country.
Yeah.
music
That's what he
and stuff like
wants.
that, I'm pretty
You know,
sure.
folk music and all that stuff. I'm pretty sure that's his passion.
Yeah.
But he's just like, but to get there, I have
Then
to
he
do
don't
this.
look like a country artist now.
Okay,
so.
fine, whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. No.
Yeah.
He's
Judging for that.
a shocking look at first sight. Like
Shocking,
Yeah.
bro.
He's
But
nice though.
we have the best rap performance. We got Middle Child by J. Cole, Suge the Baby, Down Bad Dreamville, Racks in the Middle Nipsey Hussle, Clout Offset featuring Cardi B. Best rap performance.
Suge
The
grew
Baby.
on me actually.
Baby,
He's,
yeah.
he's so animated.
Yeah, he reminds me of like the Buster and shit that we were
Right.
talking. When I saw Suge, that's when I was like,
I think
huh.
they're definitely going to give Nipsey's
I was gonna
nominated
say,
a couple
I was
times.
gonna say, I
He's
feel
gonna
like
get
He's
some.
definitely going to get
gonna
one.
he's gonna get
win.
something.
I just
Yeah.
don't know what category it's
one,
going
yeah.
in, but he's definitely
He's
catching
gonna
one
get
at
something.
least. Yeah.
He is.
Yeah.
But Suge though, yeah.
Suge, that
deserves
surprised
it.
I
me.
didn't know that
That's great.
Down Bad was like that big. I didn't realize that song had
From
got
who?
that big.
I love that
From who?
shit.
I don't think
Down
I
Bad
don't
by
think it did.
Dreamville. You don't think so
Dreamville.
either, right? I don't think so either.
I love that shit.
Yeah.
though, personally.
Let's talk about.
Oh yeah, it's a great
that shit.
song.
You know what I
But
want to
don't
talk about
think
though? But J. Cole really like threw all his niggas an alley oop.
Yo,
yeah.
He put like the craziest
Oh, yeah.
alley oop.
Yeah.
Like
He won a Grammy nomination.
now your name is the
Yeah.
Grammy nominated artist. Like
On- yeah.
I'm gonna
Right.
give that to everybody that I
Right.
fuck
Everyone
with.
I know. We gonna
Everybody
do
I
something
know. This is
together.
what's it. And don't say I
Put
didn't
my
do
name
nothing
on
for
it.
you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like,
right,
yeah,
right.
like that's a whole fact.
Put Carolina on the map.
I helped you change the beginning of your name.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You run with that.
Your
You know?
Instagram profile just changed.
Facts, facts, dog. Your announcement anytime you enter a room is real
Grammy
different. At
nominated.
least, even if you don't win.
Right.
Yeah.
For the
But
rest
if-
of it, when you die, Grammy nominated.
Grammy
Award
nominated.
nominated.
Facts,
It was
yeah.
a good one.
Yeah.
He almost won
good.
that Grammy.
But
And
yeah,
he was
I-
nominated.
Yeah.
Facts. He
at
didn't win it,
least.
but look, he was good enough to get there, so
Yeah.
we gotta respect him.
Yeah.
But all right, so yeah, I'm thinking Suge too, man.
Probably gonna win based on a rap performance. Yeah. Probably.
Rap.
They
Just
really
what
talk
you
about
said.
Bro, I love
performance.
watching
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, I would slap the shit out of a nigga.
best
This
rap
is a
song.
video
Right.
that's shit on this.
Right.
So
I
the
was like,
best.
he's funny. I like
So
it.
this is the best rap song for a solo or a collab feature performance with both elements of R&B and rap.
Wait, what is this?
That's a long ass.
So
That's a
this
long-ass
this is
category.
best
That's new.
rap song.
Oh, best rap song.
Yeah.
Okay.
With some R&B.
That's what
so
we
we
were.
got-
Oh, that was best rap
with some
performance
R&B
that we
flavor.
just
Some
did.
Drake.
Okay.
So we got Higher by DJ Khaled.
Drake versus.
Oh, this is kind of interesting. With both elements of R&B melodies and rap. So we got Higher by DJ Khaled featuring Nipsey Hussle and John Legend. Drip Too Hard, Lil Baby and Gunna. Lil Nas X, and this is the Panini.
Panini.
Ballin' by Mustard featuring Roddy Ricch. I don't think I've heard that song.
I heard
might
that once
have.
on the radio. Yeah, I heard that.
I'm sure I have. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard it somewhere.
London.
I didn't know Roddy
Young
Ricch
Thug.
was nominated.
Yeah.
He will die
And on record. Yeah.
with a Grammy nomination.
Right. Exactly. Mhm.
The London.
Roddy Rich, he looked
Right.
about
The
12.
London.
Yeah.
London was
Young
hard, too.
Thug featuring
Confusing.
J. Cole and Travis Scott. Yeah.
Shit was hard.
What,
Cole and
London?
Travis Scott.
Oh, yeah.
London.
That's
London was crazy.
Oh,
But this is the best of both worlds colliding. Who had the best melodies on these songs?
Oh, we all know Lil Nas X got that.
Panini.
Panini?
Think so?
Oh,
I like the
that's-
melody
I
on
don't
that
know why
song.
they did
Yeah.
Panini.
Panini,
But-
yeah,
but-
exactly.
No, but on TikTok, that's a TikTok thing. You know,
Wait, who
it's
was
a
it?
whole
Oh,
different
yeah.
world over there.
Yeah,
Oh,
did
yeah,
you hear
TikTok.
Panini with
Like,
Baby
yeah.
on it, though?
No.
Oh no.
Oh, my God.
It's crazy.
Boy, the remix.
Boy, the
Look up
remix.
Panini.
Boy, the remix.
Wait, so who the category?
remix.
Who's in there
Bruh,
again?
Drip Too Hard. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's a
Drip Too
good
hard,
yeah.
don't stand too close. You gonna fuck around it. Like it
Out
really,
this way.
yeah, it really had a crazy melody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I feel like that's a strong one. London, Young Thug, and J. Cole.
I like the melody in Higher.
Wait, who else was up there again?
Higher, DJ Khaled, Nipsey. That was the
Like, that's
Nipsey.
a
That's
lot
probably
of
gonna
jam.
win. It's got John Legend on there.
I know that.
R&B's already covered.
Right.
Yeah.
Every time I think
Drip
of
Too
John Legend,
Hard.
all I think about is ordinary people.
Right.
Me too, honestly. Me too, honestly.
Every time.
I can see the
I see
video
that
still.
man sitting
I see
at
the
the
video.
piano, bro.
Right.
Every
In the
time
white
I'm
room,
around,
in the
I'm
Black
like,
and white,
yo.
white room, bro.
People arguing.
Kiss slow.
I was obsessed with that song.
Killed that shit.
He did, bro.
I was obsessed with
Yo,
it.
that,
think-
I was in high
Yeah,
school
who
when that
else
song
was
was
on
out too. So like every nigga used to have that song just for like,
Yeah.
like on some that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My mom says that John Legend sounds like he's been taking a cold shower every time he sings. She's like, I can't listen to it. He's like,
Yo, I can't remember who it is, but like, you know, like I feel like I watched something and they were talking about a wedding they were at. They were like, then I heard John Legend, Ordinary People, and I looked to my right. It was John Legend singing Ordinary People.
shit, he was there?
She was there.
Like, I'm trying to go to those type of weddings.
What?
Right,
I'm trying to pull up
right,
real
right,
quick.
right.
son.
Oh, I
Alright,
think it
for
was the what's the white dude?
That's one of those weddings where they be like, no
the
flash
white
photography.
dude. He does comedy. He always goes to the Breakfast Club.
Gary
Brilliant.
Owen?
I didn't
Gary
say
Owen.
Gary Owen?
Yeah.
I think it was Gary Owen. Gary Owen and talking about going to Dwayne Wade's wedding. That's what it was. Yeah.
Turned around and
And
he
he
was
was
Of course,
like,
Dwayne
John
Wade and
Legend.
Gabrielle
Yeah,
Union
yeah.
had John
Money to
Legend
go,
at their
money to
wedding.
spend on shit
Right.
like
Yeah,
that.
that's
Like
right.
without
Yeah,
question.
that's
I'm trying to go to a wedding like that.
Right,
That'd be
exactly.
lit. And then there was another thing. You remember when Bron for his wife, it was like their anniversary something, got Daniel Caesar to sing in their living room.
I forgot about
Shit,
that.
layer
see
shit.
that.
Like,
Nice.
how much?
Right.
Paid him like 100,000 or some shit. Like
Right.
something
To
crazy.
make an
Right.
appearance in his living room.
Make an
Right.
appearance.
Can you come through real quick?
Yeah.
I'll
wife.
be bringing a wife back around this time. I need you to sing
Right.
your favorite song.
That's a fucking move. That's a flex. That's a crazy.
That's a big
Right.
flex.
That's a flex. A concert in the living room.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to walk in, got John Legend and a white piano. What's up?
Yeah.
Right.
But honestly, I don't know what to go with. I mean, the London was hard, but I think Drip too hard for me. The flow
With that
on it.
mix of both, yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, with the mix of both rapping and melody, that was kind of
Yeah, but
crazy.
see, but you have to
Detailed
also keep in mind
category
too. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, you were saying so?
No, it's
Oh, okay.
detailed
Cut you
category
off.
Category, how you said
description.
it was.
yeah, it is very detailed.
Right,
I needed
yeah.
that description though.
Right.
So I
I
can
might have
judge
to go
it.
London though.
London.
Yeah, I think I'm
Me,
going
me,
London.
me at the London. That song was hard.
No,
too.
no, that's a good
The
song.
beat hard.
Yeah, I think that shit was kind of.
No, because I was gonna say like
that shit went a lot of places. That shit was hard.
Yes, it
yeah,
did. It did.
you kind of have to keep in mind too that the people who are like voting for this ain't like
Right.
hip hop heads, you know. Like to me, it's like there's gonna be a lot of politics, like usual. Like it's
Yeah.
sort of just politics. I really do feel like popularity plays a big
really
part in
wanna
it,
know who be
and
voting,
you know,
bro.
But I think there's like a process where not anybody obviously, but like people in the music industry can do it. But honestly, you feel like that, like they're. I feel what you're saying.
because these the same people, you know.
They say
Who be
these are the
voting?
steps to take,
Who
but
be
they're gonna
voting?
see your
Right,
letter,
who is
just throw it
they?
away.
Hell yeah, bro.
Facts, facts,
They be like, oh, this is about really close. I'm going to tuck this one down this way. They won by a vote.
Right.
Like, bro, what?
We'll revisit
Who
this.
be counting
in
these, bro?
right.
5 years, see where they're at in their career,
It'd be really dope to go back in time to see like
how they really
who
did it.
who voted and how, and
Whew.
like actually see like.
Now, if they drop that documentary,
Yeah,
That'd be
that'd be
good.
nice.
And
Whoa.
if
That
the
would
Grammys
be-
be
that's
done for him because like it's corrupt.
kind of
and,
would.
like,
Yeah, it kind of would be.
I would love to see that. 'Cause,
Actually,
like,
yeah,
I
that'd
would
be,
too.
I
that'd be
want to see the
hard.
truth because like there's people that there's legends that have never gotten a Grammy that to me
Yes.
are
Yeah.
way more.
Oh,
like,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like, and
100%.
it's just like, what do you mean they don't have a Grammy? What do you mean like
That's
Tupac
a
or,
fact.
or Biggie never got a Grammy? But y'all
Yeah.
talking about like
This?
they'll never be bigger than them to
Yeah.
me. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
yeah,
like
yeah.
the people that are on that list. You know, so it's just
Those
like,
will be some interesting documentaries, but the Grammys will be ruined after that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
There'll
Oh,
be-
for
there
sure.
would be
Yeah.
no
Have to
more.
be.
I'd
Damn,
love
you
somebody
might.
to come out.
You
say,
low key just might like throw your whole Grammy
Half that
away.
documentary going
This
to
ain't
be...
worth nothing
Right.
no more.
No.
Half
for
that
real.
documentary is that angle, that camera angle with the dark shadow. So you can't see. And they done
Kermit the Frog.
distorted the voice.
Yeah,
Which one was that? Kermit the Frog.
yeah, Kermit the Frog. Yeah, yeah. But say, look, I felt like they lost credibility. I mean, for a lot of people, when it was just like, and the best hip hop album goes to Macklemore.
You think they'll ever like all the way
Yo.
lose credibility to the point where that documentary actually does drop?
I don't know,
I
bro.
would love to see. That'd be
That'd be
somebody.
crazy.
I've
That'd
been
be
in the
crazy.
industry, I'm about to die.
That's why I
like
keep telling you about the hip hop albums. It's like Macklemore won over Kendrick. It's like
Oh,
don't bet on it too much.
So they,
you know?
yeah, you
He
can't
was
really
popular.
invest too much. You really
That's
can't.
was
why
popular.
Will Smith, you know, he was the first
Will
one
Smith.
to boycott the
Yeah, he
Grammys
damn sure was. Yeah,
in the beginning because what was it?
because they wouldn't air it on TV.
Yeah.
yeah, they
Mm.
wouldn't air it. Yeah,
and now it's like the most popular thing now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
like, it's just
Did y'all see Gold Link going in?
oh yeah,
No.
What's wrong with Gold Link?
is
yo?
it?
Going in on what?
jealous.
What's wrong with that man?
Oh,
yo?
not being nominated or something?
Go Link on stage, rant, talk about I ain't get no Grammy. Nigga, be quiet. I didn't even like.
You didn't even know he had a new project?
Yes.
Where?
He was on stage recently. This shit just came out today.
What?
He was
You doing
like,
something else?
yes, he was on the stage and he was like, I'm reading through the Grammy list and I see
Are you
Chance the
serious?
Rapper, Meek Mill, like throwing shade everywhere, bro. Like crazy, like
shit.
like the way he's reading the people's names, and then he was like, then I got to that last name and was like, oh man, like I was like, this
damn.
nigga's going crazy. Then
Watch
couple days before that,
Yeah, I gotta watch it.
he was talking
He was
to
talking shit about Mac Miller.
Mac
and
Miller.
he's dead.
Oh,
yeah,
Yes.
yes, dog,
Yes.
yes.
Do that.
The fuck is wrong with
What
this
the
nigga? Like
fuck?
he's out here wilding for real.
Bruh, he
shit.
said like it's not a surprise that Mac Miller done died up on us.
Yo,
yes,
not
he
a
was just
surprise.
like it's not a surprise, y'all. Like as
Link out here wildin'.
if it was Mac Miller's intentions to die because he wanted to be a bigger rapper
Yeah.
because he got a bigger spotlight because he is dead.
Yeah.
And it's like he's like bitter that he's like, oh, you dead. Like, oh
Yeah.
man, shut up! Everyone talking about him now. You know,
Oh,
like,
yeah,
types-
yeah,
and
yeah.
then he talks about how like he played some type of project on tour with Mac, and then they got excited and they were
Oh yeah.
they were
Stole the record
they
or
were he was saying like I played him my project. Mac loved it. We actually celebrated. After
brought me a
this,
cake.
after that, I never heard from Mac, and then like the Divine Feminine project came out that Mac Miller came out with, and he said that it was Gold Link's idea, and then he went to say like he also did a song with Anderson .Paak, and then tried to say like whatever Anderson .Paak does is what I do, and like when Mac did a song with Anderson .Paak called
They had a video for it too.
it was like Mac's biggest like dopest song.
Yeah,
It was called Damn.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, you stole my idea. You stole Anderson .Paak from I don't know how he worded it, but he
From
basically
me.
pretty much to say like you took my idea, you took like everything, like you released it under Selection Radio and like all this stuff. Like I was doing that before, and it kind of just make it seem like Mac stole his idea, and then like kind of stole Anderson .Paak, and then Anderson .Paak responds it's like you must be your choker must be too tight. Shit like that must be cutting out the circulation. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yo, bro, you
Yeah.
gotta pull the trigger on stuff like that though. You can't
Yeah.
just like
Yeah.
mention it to another artist. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? Like,
right,
What's his
right.
name?
you know what I'm
Joyner.
saying? Because like you gotta
Facts.
jump on it. Mac took. I mean, either way,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
took it. I mean,
Yeah, should have
he should have jumped on it earlier. Like, bro, you too
Can't
slow.
take nobody's
when the album
idea.
came out.
That's what I'm saying. You can't take nobody's idea.
No,
he
like-
literally he did the same exact thing you wanted to do.
Yeah,
Right.
pretty much.
Exactly.
He did
You
it.
should have said it when the album dropped.
Exactly,
Yeah, yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Remember Luke-
that album
uh,
came out a long time ago.
Remember Joyner? What's his name?
Joyner
That-
Lucas.
yeah, Joyner Lucas. Yeah, he said the same thing about
Logic.
the other white artist.
Logic.
Logic,
Yeah.
White artist. Well, he looks white.
Right.
Yeah. He said the same thing
He's
about him with the.
biracial.
Yeah, biracial.
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 He's biracial.
What was it? The Suicide
Oh,
song?
look how he wants to be named.
Yeah. His Suicide
That's what he
song or
wants.
something, right? Yeah, he was
Right.
saying he
Right.
gave the same
Right,
idea or whatever.
exactly.
So it's that same situation, I guess.
Yeah.
He did whistleblow immediately.
Let's
though. He did, but
don't share your projects
Yeah.
With people.
with other artists before they've released. If you
Yeah.
don't, and
Yeah.
if you don't want it to be
The thing.
It's like, that's
like,
a good
what
idea.
you made, you,
Or don't want
don't be
anybody to get
sharing.
inspiration from it.
Yeah.
Just act like it ain't nothing's going on. And when
I
it
ain't doing
comes out,
shit.
Like, yeah, I was working on something.
Something.
I was
Yeah.
listening to it after. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Bro,
don't be like,
what?
I'm sitting on this for 6 months. Let me get everyone to listen to it before I release it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
And then my
whack.
boy dropped something in 3. That's your
Right.
fault.
Yeah, that's-
Right, exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
Like
It sounds
obviously
just like
he
your
was
project.
ready.
Right. Right.
He said, "You gonna sit on this?
Oh.
Pull on the trigger."
Yeah, bro. Like, come on now. You got to
Yeah.
jump at the opportunity. He
What's
jumped at the
wrong with him?
opportunity. What? Get out of here.
Talking about, yeah, I'm not surprised. Y'all not surprised he up and died on us.
and died on us.
It's crazy.
Like that was like he woke up that day was like,
That's
oh,
a that's
I'm
a
gonna get
really
big
black
after
thing to
this.
say too.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you just go up and down.
Like, I'm not
Yeah.
surprised that he just up on and died. Like he's super jealous and bitter.
That's
so.
crazy.
Yeah.
Man, he's on
And for
stage
him to go
reading.
on stage, I didn't even know he did.
Man, you
that.
got to see it. He was on. I was
Yeah,
just
I gotta
like,
watch
you
that.
could just see it eating him up, bro.
Damn, I didn't know that.
What's wrong with him?
I don't know
Like,
what's going on with him. Yo.
That's,
Hey, look,
that,
I
no,
saw
that's
people
something
on-
to talk about, like people that
Yeah.
are doing well but not doing as well as other artists and how that affects them.
I'll
Like,
be real.
Yeah.
I think this is what it is. He ain't had no real hit since Crew.
Yeah,
Right.
Crew was the only one,
And
really.
that's the problem because
and I think he had a
the
Grammy
hook-
nomination from
He
that
did.
last
If
year.
they didn't win,
Right.
I feel like they should have won because I truly love that
Right.
song.
Once
Yeah.
again, who is voting?
You put me onto that
Exactly.
song. Actually.
Yeah, yeah.
I heard you
Remix
playing it, and I was like,
Gucci on
"Yeah,
it?
that's a good song."
Yeah, and but Brent Faison, is that how you say it?
Fayez.
Fayez. Brett Fayez.
Yeah.
They was serving that nigga on Twitter. Not Brett Fayez, my bad. Goldling. There was a Goldling on stage wilding they were like, let's be clear, we only fuck with you because of Brent.
Oh, shit.
Like they was going in. Like, they were like, it was Brent Hook that got us like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, bro. Like to be real, anybody could have rapped on that
No,
shit.
that's true. No,
that
that's
hook was
true.
crazy.
No, that's
Yeah.
true. That's facts. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
this song
And-
is only the hook. That's why I like the song.
But if it's there, but the jump out there,
And the,
Right.
And the
I don't
whole
know what he's
album,
saying, so.
the whole album. No, I was talking to him about this when it came out, yo. I don't know if y'all remember the album that came on. It was like a compilation, like team project.
Oh.
It wasn't the Gold Link album, but it kind of was though. Like
later
was
on,
still
it,
like-
it
it was everybody's songs, everybody's hottest songs. He put a verse on it.
Right.
That's pretty much what it was. That's what the whole album was. So it's like you ain't even really like.
You ain't do nothing.
You ain't even do it on your own yet.
Right.
You
Right.
just gathered up the hottest niggas and convinced them all to let you get the hottest song.
Right.
Let me
put a
throw a
verse on
verse on it, maybe because I got the biggest buzz right now.
Right.
So it worked in that way. Like, we'll give you dope content. You the hottest nigga. We all be on.
Yeah.
Don't get better now that we're just not
Yeah,
around.
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
give us another hit. Get with the squad. You know, it's like
Yeah, name me 5 Gold Link songs.
I can't.
Exactly. So
I can name
Yeah,
you
it's
2.
Crew.
Her
and
side,
there's another
that's
one.
all
her
I
side,
got.
her side story,
Yeah.
and Crew. My 2 favorite ones.
That's it for anybody that's an artist. I'm like, people be going hard for people. I'm like, well, name me 5 songs. That,
A lot of
I mean,
them
that's
can't.
it's about music. So
much they need,
like, tell me like,
I can do 5 of the
5
baby
songs that are big too.
Hey,
You know.
can you check that one too? Because that one probably need to get hooked into the charger. That one's good, but
Yeah.
all right. Yeah, we'll be good though. But yeah, let's go over to the rap song, the best rap song. Got Bad Idea by Chance the Rapper. Gold Roses by Noel. Oh, Drake. Gold Roses. Oh, okay. The one off the
The way you
Ross
say
album.
Drake. Oh, Drake.
Somebody else's name is before it. Drake's is
Oh,
next.
it's featuring Drake.
It's
Maybe
Rick
it's
Ross's
featuring-
song featuring Drake, but these are the songwriters.
Oh, okay.
all
All
the
right.
ghostwriters.
Yeah,
All the ghostwriters. All the
I was gonna
ghostwriters.
Put names
say
on
Drake
here.
ain't right there.
Right.
You'd have to name like
Right,
15 names for each song.
Yeah, it's a couple names on here.
It's like 5 names for each song.
So this is a lot with J. Cole featuring 21 Savage. Sorry, other way around. 21
lot.
Savage.
That was a good
featuring-
video.
Yeah,
That was a great video. Racks in the Middle, Nipsey Hussle, Roddy Ricch, Hit Boy, Suge the Baby. This is best rap song.
Best rap song.
It's for first release.
I would probably have to get at the Nip.
Racks in the Middle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Racks in the Middle, probably best rap song. Yeah.
that'll be. His
So maybe you
Grammy.
think, you think that'll be the one he
Wasn't
wins
in
for.
There. Who else would?
I mean,
wasn't in there.
I'm a
I think I would have to
fan.
go. I would have to go Suge next.
Yeah,
I
I'm
like
a
Gold
DaBaby
Roses.
fan.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that Gold Roses was
Yeah,
that big of a
yeah.
song because I remember when Ross released it before the album came out. I thought it was cool, but I didn't really
I
like.
don't remember that song.
Yeah,
have to
I didn't go
listen to-
crazy
I need a
for
play
it.
button to remind me. Like, what's this
Yeah, like I didn't go crazy for that one. I thought it was hot. I mean, they're not going to do nothing whack, but it
think that's some
wasn't. I didn't know it was.
industry
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
song? You know they
Rack up on-
Yeah. Hey, let me ask you guys a question because I'm trying to figure out if I still have old nigga ears. So, okay, so
Oh, nigga.
yeah, because like with like Suge, do you guys like have just like gotten used to like people rapping faster than the beat? Just on a deal, I'm on.
Okay,
but
yeah.
like he doesn't.
Yeah,
just
a
on a
little bit.
deal, I'm on. Yeah, it's just like a deal, I'm on.
I like him rapping because he actually is clear.
You can hear.
Okay,
every word.
okay.
You
He's
can-
not.
yeah, that's
He's
what
not
I'm saying.
mumble.
He's still a
He's not mumbling.
When I get the
I just meant pacing. Yeah, I just meant like it just falls in my ear wrong
It's different,
sometimes.
too.
It's
So,
not a
like,
mumble rap.
Yeah.
It's different.
Yeah.
Like, and I like that. He's not like you can
It's like breaking the
distinguish him
rules
between,
almost?
Like
Yeah.
between somebody else, he's different.
Okay.
How do
yeah.
you feel about people saying that he should have changed his style by now or like switched it up?
Oh no.
I feel like shut the hell up. Let
I
this nigga
just
go.
heard
Yeah,
that.
this is what he's doing. You know what I'm saying?
Baby.
No, I had this
Yeah.
conversation with somebody the other day, and
Yeah.
it was like, pretty much, I feel like he's doing the same thing
Everybody did.
on the lines of like how 2 Chainz did his career. Whereas like 2 Chainz put out some great songs. I'm a huge 2 Chainz fan.
Yeah.
But 2 Chainz features
Right.
Crazy.
are a whole nother level.
Yeah.
And I feel like Baby, like a lot of his music sounds the same, but at the same
those
time,
features.
When you hear him on that feature.
but you hear him on that feature, you were like, oh yeah, this bro.
Right.
I'm telling you,
You're right,
He makes it
though.
you
better.
need to
He
listen
makes
to
it better.
Panini with the Baby on it.
I ain't
Crazy,
seen it. I
Bro,
got
he
stuff
went
to
off,
listen.
bro.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna check it out.
Lizzo,
You see what I'm
Lizzo's
saying?
remix, crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
it's just like I feel like he's taking the same path whereas 2 Chainz did. Whereas like
2 Chainz did 100 features that year. Remember?
Oh yeah,
what?
he made a shitload of
2
money off
Chainz
of
did
that.
100 features that year. That was like his goal. I'm gonna do 100 features. Nigga had hits on hits on
bro,
hits.
what?
Just hoping it said
Bro,
feature.
that's what I'm saying,
Yeah,
son. Bro, just write the check, my guy.
Yeah, yeah.
And like the thing is, I feel like Baby, he's doing the same thing, and it's kind of like I'm down for it because like
That's
I
a
like
fact.
2
He
Chainz.
is doing the same
I
exact
like
thing.
2 Chainz, and I like a lot of his music. I mean, like a couple of his albums were kind of like,
Yeah, but, you know, he
but
does
at the
good.
same time, like you put that man on a feature, bro. It's another
crazy.
whole nother ball game.
Yeah.
Whole nother ball game.
And on top of that, his return time was always good too. And
Oh,
that's the
yeah.
same thing the Baby's doing. Like
Bro, he just dropping.
they're the hottest.
Drop
Yeah, but
it.
they
And
keep
like,
still
use,
going.
like
Using the
2
momentum,
Chainz
just-
said that they would send the feature, send the record, he'd have it back in 5 hours.
Yeah.
Completely done, mixed,
Yeah.
master, is ready for production. Like whole thing, and it was always hot.
So how do you guys feel about like artists? Like, do you guys want artists to like whoever you listen to sort of like have the same style throughout, or do you want them to sort of like evolve and change their style up? Like
I
with
think
Kendrick,
every like
with me,
2 to 3 years, I'm
Yeah.
down for them to have some sort of evolution.
yeah,
Right.
Every 2 to 3 years.
2 to 3 years.
Or I mean, even if they do it every year, and I seem to like all the years, I'm not
Yeah.
mad at like change.
Yeah.
But after like 3 years of the same thing, I'm gonna be looking for something.
or
different.
3 albums of the same thing.
3 albums,
because that's what
I can't do 3 albums of the same thing.
that's what the
no.
Migos
Yeah.
the critique of like the Migos last album like Culture 2,
right?
yeah, Culture
Bro, that
2.
shit was
Like
so
a
long.
lot of people were complaining that it sounded like Culture 1. You know,
It
like
sounded nothing like Culture One because Culture One
No,
was
Culture
lit.
One
Oh, it had
was a
hits.
classic.
oh yeah.
That shit was amazing. The only thing
I've been a
they
Migos
missed,
fan forever.
But if it was
though.
reversed,
the
when
only
part
thing
2
they
came
really
out first,
missed, they would have won a Grammy if they'd have just put some skits on that shit. Like,
Oh, you were saying,
just,
yeah.
it
that's
was
what you were
just,
saying.
Right.
it was just
Just
banger
rap
after
songs.
banger after banger. If they'd have just added a weak
Interludes.
storyline,
Right.
we'd have been that'd have been a
Right.
Grammy. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like that was really all they missing. DJ Khaled was hot at the time. They got him on the intro. That was a little cringy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
even though the song that came directly after was just straight flame. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just like, I don't really need Khaled. Let's get
Yeah,
to the
no,
shit.
we
you know?
about to drop this heat.
Give me a hard ass sketch and
Hell
then go
yeah.
into that.
Do you
know,
think that's
something.
because they're single rappers and not album rappers? You know, like they're more single based.
Yeah,
like,
they are 100%.
instead
They
of like
make
having
hits.
a cohesive.
But I feel like there's
But you
supposed to be
saying
somebody
some-
in the
behind- somebody who should've
in
been
the
like,
camp.
yeah.
should be like,
Yeah, someone
Okay.
has to real. Like,
there's
have
one
to
person's
reel them
job
in.
to make sure.
That's true.
yeah.
Oh, you know who's doing amazing things right now?
Who?
Tory Lanez.
Oh,
Tory's
Tory's
going
going
crazy.
crazy.
Hey, he went off with T-Pain.
Yo,
No,
that
for
Chicks
real.
Tape shit actually.
Tory
fire,
is
bro.
going
I listened to
crazy
it. That
all
shit
the
kinda
way.
crazy.
He went
Website
off
is a
with T-Pain.
MySpace page.
His website is
His
a
website
MySpace page?
looks like a MySpace
Oh.
page. His
Oh.
theme, his theme is like, it's called Chicks Tape 5, and it's basically he's taking all the songs we loved back in like 2000
remixing them.
and,
Yeah,
like,
and
that we
remixing
grew
them.
up to, and like he has all the artists on the song. He made the
Yeah,
beat and
cleared
he's
all the
putting it-
samples.
Yep.
Yeah, and like
Yeah.
he
That shit crazy.
it's like bringing nostalgia back. I don't really like his sound.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of weird to me.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
enjoy that he actually is being creative. His album is like
Has
I would want
Ashanti
to
on
listen
the
to it because
cover,
it has
yeah.
like
Yeah.
it's
Putting thought into it too.
yeah, it wasn't just like let's rap today. This is how I'm feeling, and then tomorrow's song is completely different. Like it's not actually
No, that's
album,
a whole true
you know?
fact though, because I'm not crazy over his music either, but that create the love, the thing that he put together was beautiful.
Right, yeah.
He put together something nice.
He's also on his website. He's selling merch, and then with all his merch comes with his CD. So like he's
That's the
automatically
Travis
getting,
Scott model.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
that's just to me like
Hey, bro, Nip was doing it too.
Nip was
Yeah,
doing
facts.
it.
Nip was
My
doing
bad.
it.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
already
man.
know.
Yeah, for real.
Come
You
on,
already
man.
know, man. My
Come
bad.
on.
Yeah.
The Proud to Pay came.
Gone
Yeah,
but not
yeah.
forgotten, my guy.
Yeah, yo, $100 mixtapes literally changed,
real.
Right.
literally
Switched,
changed
right.
everything, bruh.
Right.
There was never one album that came out since that day, bruh.
right.
Eminem all of a sudden got 3 different copies, 500, 600, and 1,000. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody did it, bruh. No matter who they were, changed everything. Wait, did we pick
They
a
took him
song? I
from
feel like
us.
that was a hard category.
It was Suge.
It was Suge. That's right.
Oh, yeah, that's
Either
right.
Racks in the middle, but
Yeah.
if it wasn't
If
there,
it's
it'd be
not
Suge.
Racks,
What was the
Sure.
category? Because I walked.
It
in,
was
I walked
best
back in
rap
after.
song, and it was Bad Idea, Chance the Rapper, Gold Roses, Drake, Rick Ross, a lot.
I'm still trying to figure out why people like Chance.
You don't like
People
Chance
like
at all?
Chance.
There's a lot of people I don't really like. I'm still
You know
trying to
what?
figure out like
New
why
Chance-
is there hype around? I mean, I get it, but
New
I'm
Chance
like,
is
I don't
weird,
like their
I feel
music.
like.
New
Chance
Chance,
is a little different.
I'm
It's
not a
It's
fully.
different.
little different.
It's different. I'm not sold on it.
I'm not
Yeah.
sold on New
But
Chance.
I
either.
like
Chance is
acid
still
rap.
think acid
Acid
rap.
rap.
That's what I'm saying.
and
Acid rap.
Coloring
Chance.
Book.
I see Chance, I
Yeah, and
still
Coloring
think
Book was
that.
good too, though.
Yeah.
And he's all
Coloring
like,
Book
I'm
is
in the
dope, too.
church. I'm like, all right, whatever. Like, all right. I'll see you whenever.
But
you
yeah,
do
but you know
something.
what? I did watch something. I did watch an
fuck
interview that he did, and it gave a lot of context to that last album.
Mm.
And that's the song. That was the album he made for his wedding.
Right.
Yeah.
That was the album that's supposed to be played for his wedding.
Right.
That's every element of the wedding.
Right. I get it.
So, but I didn't. I did not go into that knowing that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah, me
It was
neither.
a dedication album to his wife.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And his
being
other one was like
faithful
for his
and-
daughter. It's like coloring books, and it's like
Coloring
Yeah,
Book. Yeah,
Coloring
Coloring
Book
Books
was
was
fire.
crazy.
yeah. But I don't. I was like,
You didn't like Coloring Book?
I
too
just
much?
feel like it depends on how I'm feeling, but I feel like that when I listen to it, I feel like I'm going to church, and like sometimes I don't. Feel
Coloring
like
You know,
going
it's
to
so
church.
crazy.
that.
Like, it's so
Same thing
crazy.
with the Kanye West thing, like I get it, like I like the album.
Like, put a beat on the song. God damn it.
But like I have to be. In
It's
the
just
mood
choirs.
To listen to this. To this
No,
music,
you're
so-
right. It's like Sunday music. But you know what? You're right, 100% though, because it does. But I don't ever go to church. So I'll be like, oh, I feel.
Okay, this is
Let me
my
get-
time.
let me get this.
Yeah.
Let me get my daily dose of Jesus.
Yeah.
I got Chance the Rapper. I'm going to
You
church
know
today.
I'm living, guy.
Bro,
You know
I
what I'm
got you.
saying?
I feel you.
I feel like, and it's 5 bars. I'm
Right.
with it. You know what I'm saying?
But I felt the same way. I was like, I put it on, expected to hear like hip hop, and then instead I get this kind of like, it's good, but it's just like it's not what I want right now. It's just like, man, when is the beat gonna drop?
Right,
It's just
exactly.
choirs and
I can see that, though. I definitely
singing
can.
like a
Gotta be
baby.
in the Yeah. So like the whole like, yeah, the whole Kanye West album, people don't like it. Some people love it.
Which
But
one?
The new
Yeah,
one,
I'm
Jesus
not-
is King.
I don't
Oh,
think
I
I'm a
haven't
fan.
even heard the
song.
whole thing.
Jesus
Yeah.
King is weird because it is good, but it's
Oh,
like
yeah. I haven't
it's
heard
also
that one.
it's like the replay value really ain't there for me.
No,
But it's good though.
his albums now are too short. Like he doesn't spend enough time like
Yeah.
creating an actual album. Like
Yeah,
Yeah.
he
that's
just
facts.
maybe makes 1 or 2 really good songs.
Even though I
and
did kind of
everything
like that Ye one because he has that
Yeah, I kind of like
has
it.
that
a little bit,
what's
yeah.
that shit? Ghost. What's the name of that song? The one or no, the one where he goes out and he's like, yeah, that shit's hard. Violent crimes.
Violent crimes, yeah.
But not
That
just
one,
violent
yeah.
crimes. There's the other one where
There was one with it about
Fuck.
his daughter.
I feel free.
Free. Yeah. Yeah. I remember that one.
that the
It
same
ends with that singing. Yeah, it ends with the singing. Is that the kids we used to
think of the name
be?
Oh, that was on. Yeah, that was.
That was on,
with,
yeah.
I put my hand in the snow.
Exactly.
That one.
Yes.
double whatever her name is.
Yeah, whatever her name is. Because that's how I discovered her. I was like, who's singing this shit?
But like, yeah, I like those songs on there, like that shit. Those shit.
Yeah.
That one's kind of fire. But yeah, it's still not like long enough or like in depth enough to really like draw you back.
Late registration for me still, man.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
classic.
And I heard him say,
I was happy when he sampled something on the album. I was like, finally, he sampled something. Wow, since he
So there-
pulled out the MPC, I'm like, damn, finally,
yeah.
he sampled something today.
Yeah.
It's like,
Which album was it where he was like sort of rapping as how everyone was talking? Like, I want the old Kanye, old Kanye.
The profile.
Sample the soul Kanye.
shit.
So-
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, Life of Pablo.
like
Yeah,
Life
yeah.
of Pablo. That was a good project. I like that one a lot.
But I thought I was just laughing when I heard it because it was just like he's rapping
That merch
as
was
us
crazy.
yeah. See merch like that.
with no beat too.
I look at that.
Had like the old LA print,
Yeah.
like the gothic writing,
That's dope.
Life of Pablo.
Yeah.
That was dope.
I think Dark Fantasy is like top albums of
Like a light show in this
2010s.
bitch for a second. But the
And he's back.
The iPhone was about to die. I didn't want that to happen. That
Yeah.
would be terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's go to best rap album.
And we held it too, like while you were gone.
Yeah.
We held-
Revenge of the Dreamers 3.
yeah.
Championships by Meek Mill. I Am Over I Was. 21 Savage. Igor, Tyler the Creator. The Lost Boy, YBN Cordae.
Lost Boy.
it's Tyler for me. I like that.
I think Tyler would win, but I don't know if
I
they
don't know
would.
if he'll win.
I don't know if they'll give it to him. I was surprised that YBA Corday's album went
was
up
really
there,
good.
but it was really
That was
good,
good,
though.
but-
Right.
I only listened to it one time, but I feel when they pick people like that, I'd be like, damn, they are gonna do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's
They
how
give
I
you
feel
hope.
like-
What's going on this year?
Yeah.
bro?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They
Like,
got black people on the staff.
got
Like, oh, so
somebody
you
real
really, you actually
behind-
have been listening, like,
Right,
Yeah.
shit,
right.
almost.
That's all it feels like to me. But then
He's a really good.
they'll do
lyricist.
another category where you'll be like, what the fuck happened?
The best
Like
rap,
the first one you listed, and we didn't know the last
yeah,
6 people you named.
Yeah.
the best rap artist is Taylor Swift. What the fuck?
But yeah, I don't know. Best rap album: Revenge of the Dreamers, Champions by Meek.
Champions is kind of crazy.
Champions.
Champions
man.
was
I mean,
really
he got out of
crazy.
jail.
It's really crazy.
and,
yo,
yeah,
and
he
I'm
might.
not gonna
He
act
might
like
get that.
it wasn't like in my top 3 albums. that I
Nah,
listened to this
I
year.
was
He's doing
running
a
that
lot.
back to back, yo. Like,
Yeah.
A
I
lot.
still, I just
I know he be hollering on the mic,
That
bro.
shit
But
going crazy.
that shit make me hype, bro.
What hype as hell, bro?
But I mean, this is another scary.
The Jay-Z Rick
What's
Ross,
free?
What's
Come
free?
on, man. That shit crazy.
Oh yeah, that was good.
There was some huge
Yeah,
records
yeah,
on
that
that
was good.
joint.
Yeah.
Bro, and I'm gonna be real, I didn't like the
Terrible cover art though.
trash.
Oh,
Yeah,
Trash. Yeah, it was terrible.
every
I
time I
was
look
like,
at it, it
bro,
looks like a
what?
football poster.
It's all right. He's the type of person that can get away with it, but I
He
hate that
can.
I hate that he can get away with it.
But
though.
he can. But bro, come on, man.
I hate that he's allowed to get away with that.
You
though.
need a
Yeah,
graphic
yeah.
designer.
Right.
Yeah, some people are just so big they can just get away with anything.
Yeah, bro.
As long as Kanye's one of those people.
Yeah, pretty much.
Kanye will take a picture on his iPhone,
Kanye,
stand on his
boy,
mountain, have his daughter write some words over the iPad,
Yeah.
listen,
and load it up
that's it.
for us,
Man,
bro. Ready for
if-
production.
That's so artistic.
my man is out here selling these clothes that look like a man been sleeping under the tunnel.
Jesus told you,
You know
to
what
buy
I'm
this
saying?
shirt.
Like my man, he been sleeping under the underpass.
Yeah,
Overall for 85, bro. Like,
yeah, dog. Yeah.
what are you doing?
And selling them for 500.
500 a pop, bro.
Yeah.
I could cut my own holes in my shirt for that.
I like
And
that
pay
video.
my rent.
I feel like they might give it to Tyler though, for real.
They might, yeah.
I want Champions to get it because that shit.
I don't think Revenge of the Dreamers will get it.
Nah,
it was a good.
Don't-
I put
Don't
it'd be
shoot
Champions
me
and Tyler.
Champions is up there. Yeah.
Top 2.
Yeah, I don't think 21's gonna win. It was just my favorite album from him, but I don't think it was competing against them though.
Get Tyler the Creator gay too.
Get food?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right
yeah,
though.
yeah.
I did
Making,
forget that. Yeah, you're
talking
right.
about white boys and shit.
Oh yeah.
He's been talking about white boys for quite a long time.
I've been kissing white boy since
Quite a
2004.
long time. I didn't realize it until like
We
I
had
watched
a
this
music video with one.
Yeah.
Yeah, like where he was dressed in this little Igor outfit, and then he was like in a house with a boy, and the boy was like, well, I guess dating his sister or some shit like that.
Oh, and
And
then
he likes
snuck
it.
off with
Like-
the dude.
Yeah, they like ran out. Yeah,
I feel like I heard that.
Is that based
story.
on a true story? Probably.
That's great. Yeah, it probably
Probably
is.
based on childhood shit. Yeah.
Didn't he say that in like an interview recently?
Yeah, he did.
He was
said,
like, I'm that
I
dude
pull
that
girls.
I'll pull girls, but I'll like run away and sleep with your brother or some shit.
He had that
I was like,
Yeah.
what?
Wild statement, bro. A really wild statement. Yo.
Yo, you see
Never
him on
heard somebody
Flex?
say
Serious.
that.
You see what he was on
The
Flex?
flex shit,
That shit
I
was
loved it.
hilarious.
Right.
The
Yeah,
flex
that
shit,
shit was
I loved every
I was
moment
like,
of
why are
it.
they here together? This is so
Exactly.
weird.
And I feel like Flex deserved that.
When did Flex discover Tyler the Creator? And Tyler's
Literally,
like,
probably.
Oh yeah, he was, yeah.
like, why am I here? like,
Just to have some hot butt sex.
Yeah. His voice, right? Cause I had something about sex in it.
He was like, and then bro would be like, what?
right?
Whatever.
He's like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
Like,
No, I'm
who are
saying
you?
that interview. Did y'all watch it?
Yeah, I was.
It was the worst,
watch it.
most funniest hour.
Yeah.
Because that interview was terrible.
Cringy.
It was so cringy the whole time. Especially there was this one moment when Flex was like, he's mocking me.
Right.
He's mocking me. He was like, nigga, you just said it. It's
didn't
not
do
that amazing.
anything.
Right.
He's like, are there cameras in here? Like, why are
Right.
you acting like
Right.
this?
Right.
Yeah, it was so weird.
Right.
He kept sidetracking.
God,
it,
yo,
yeah.
I love that interview, bro. It was
Yeah.
so funny. Yeah, I guess we'll go. I'm going with Igor,
Yeah.
even though Champions was my shit.
Yeah, I ain't run Igor enough to like really wanted to win. So
Yeah.
Go hard.
Let's see. You know, Michelle Obama nominated
For
for
what's the
spoken
second
word for
audiobook.
yeah, audiobook, because I guess there was like poems in her book,
Yeah.
and then she did the audiobook, I think.
oh word.
And then
fire.
yeah, nominated for a Grammy.
I heard about it. I just didn't know what it was for.
Probably gonna win. Probably, you know.
Michelle
There's so
Obama.
many.
She better win.
Yeah.
There's so
Right.
many. Yeah, probably gonna win. Yeah.
Who
but-
else again? Ain't nobody. It's just her.
Trump's
categories
wife.
are-
Her own
Trump's wife
category.
wins because she made an audiobook too or something.
Did she make all? Does she have an accent when she speaks? I've never heard her speak.
Yo,
think
to
she
be
does,
honest,
yeah.
me neither, bro. I was just thinking about that. The other day.
What does
I was
her
thinking
voice
in my
sound
head.
like?
I was like, yo, I don't think I've ever
I
heard her
have
speak,
never heard
bro.
her
have.
speak before.
You heard that Trump had like a woman that looked like her with him, like a
Like a.
He got a
Yeah.
doppelganger.
Like a
Yeah.
stand-in,
Yeah.
like a decoy.
Really?
Damn, that's crazy.
I wouldn't be surprised because honestly, if she walked down the street, I wouldn't know it was her.
No, me neither.
Melania?
I would not know who she is.
I heard
at
that
all.
she just got booed at a high school. Like she went to speak at a high school and they
Really?
booed her off.
Damn.
Bro, she's hating her life with this
Yeah.
nigga.
Right.
Bro.
Oh yeah, for
She hates her
sure.
life
I
with
think
this
that's
nigga.
what's
She
going
has to.
on. Like,
Yeah.
she don't want to be around him sometimes.
Yeah, because
She'll put in,
everybody-
like a little decoy in there.
Yeah.
And at the same time, everybody knows
Hey, baby.
she dating one of the security guards, right? Like,
Is she?
she's
know that.
they're not together. This is their own.
It's just,
I heard this is like known facts that like they don't they
She out here
they
sleeping
don't
with the
fuck
Secret
each other.
Service?
She has a boyfriend that like works for the staff.
Oh, it's
like,
just an image
One of them
thing?
situations. Yeah, like
I'm gonna
I think
look
it's
this
like
up.
that.
Wow.
It's just an image.
I wouldn't be
thing.
surprised, bro. You ever seen them together, bro? She's just like, I'm just here because.
Yo,
you
I
asked
ain't
me
never.
to do
But
that.
now that you say it, I don't think I've ever heard her speak though.
right.
I've never heard of
Yeah,
her.
she
speak.
definitely doesn't
she's
like being
sweet.
with him though.
I seen her speak.
Yeah, I heard her speak. She
Does
has
she have
an
an accent? A
Yeah.
Russian
Yeah,
accent?
Yeah, she does.
Yeah.
She does.
Wherever she's from.
Scary, man. Bunch of kids. That's why they started booing. That's why they started booing, man. They thought they was about to get the army was outside or something. I'm trying to what other categories because it's like the way they have them broken down in here. It's kind of hard to like.
Like, we did it so black
Yeah,
people can't
or-
read it.
Yeah, like give us the black people, the ones that we care about.
The black people.
R&B. I don't know any R&B song.
Yeah.
Best R&B.
Lizzo won again.
Love Again, Daniel Caesar. Could have been her. Exactly How I Feel, Lizzo featuring Gucci Mane. Roll Some Mo, Lucky Day. Come Home, Anderson .Paak featuring Andre 3000.
got nominated.
Damn, Andre 3000?
Andre-
He was on
oh,
an
shit.
Anderson .Paak?
I want Anderson .Paak.
I did not hear
every
that.
single thing.
And I like Anderson.
Yeah.
You don't like him?
I said I fuck with him.
Oh,
yes.
I was like,
And,
like
three-
him?
and Andre 3000?
Yeah.
And the same track? Oh, shit.
Damn,
I
I
didn't
heard
hear
this
that.
one.
I think
Me neither. I
his,
might have to listen to that.
Yeah.
It's called Come Home.
I listen
What?
To
When did
yeah.
it-
Oh yeah.
when
I
did
listen
this
to
drop?
Ventura. I listen to Ventura like every day. Like that's going for
Oh,
best
wait a-
R&B album. Like
Venturas.
Ventura.
Oh, that's the one
That's
that
the
had,
Anderson .Paak.
it had Kendrick on it. That's
It's
that
got
one?
Layla Hathaway on it. She'd be like scat dat. Oh my
For
god,
real?
it's so good. It's
Yeah.
so, I listen to it every single day. Like it's a good album.
Damn, I gotta listen to that.
Is that one of the two that he dropped when he dropped? both?
Traditional R&B.
I'm not sure. I just know he was
Thought it was
dropping
last year.
albums. He dropped Oxnard.
Oxnard and-
Oh,
and
that's the
then,
one I was
Yes,
thinking about.
Lord.
like Malibu.
Wait.
Yeah,
Malibu, Yes,
he
Lord,
comes like
Oxnard.
with these California
Yeah.
themed.
Yeah.
Projects.
Yeah,
I didn't
so
hear
like he
Ventura.
came
I
out with
listened
Oxnard and then like Ventura around the same time. But like
Oh.
still, I
Yeah.
really like.
I missed the venture.
I never really liked
Ventura
him
one.
until this one.
Oh, for
Until
real?
I
Ventura.
don't know if I like you. Let me listen. Let me listen.
Testing it out.
Let me listen to this one.
James Brown
I
sounding.
think I like your ass now.
Hey,
Shit.
Jasmine Sullivan is nominated for a Grammy this year.
She is.
What?
Best, yeah,
For what? Best what?
R&B.
Wait, what is she?
But this is
I
the
really like her music.
traditional R&B.
Traditional.
So
Oh, this ain't no.
PJ Morton featuring Jasmine Sullivan, Built for
Oh,
Love.
featuring Jasmine. Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, still.
No, 'cause I
Still
keep
was
up
on
with
the
her
hit
shit.
record, You know what I'm saying?
Record,
Like I missed
Her
this hit
2009 album, I can't remember what it was called, but it was like one of my favorite
that long
R&B
ago?
albums. Yeah, that
Damn.
big, you know,
With the
that
purple
big
cover?
one. Yeah, the purple cover. I can't remember the cover, but I was about to say yeah.
I love he was like, with the purple cover? Yeah.
Yeah, that purple
low-key.
cover.
record. You know what? You know what's messed me up a couple times? It was probably a LimeWire download. They
Oh,
probably put their own cover art on it.
Oh yeah.
The cover art I saw was purple.
yeah, I can't remember the cover because I forgot how I downloaded that shit too. Like it was before
That was
iTunes.
definitely
and
LimeWire.
It was
days.
definitely
between
illegal.
yeah, like,
Definitely illegally though.
Someone
Yeah.
ever get a Soldier Boy?
Absolutely.
Link.
Felt good.
Link,
Yeah.
no.
I appreciate it now that I'm an adult. Like
Right.
he was
Like-
really out here
He
hustling.
was like,
Yeah.
he's so
What?
smart.
What?
He's
Yeah.
so
Genius
That's
plan.
Yes,
why I
bro.
was like, let him rant because he's
Let
the
him
shit.
go,
Like, 'cause
yeah,
he's
yeah.
Like, no one gives him his
Drake.
Yeah, Mo.
Soldier Boy is a shit.
What he really did on like
I'm gonna need you to
LimeWire.
zoom in on her face when she do that. Soldier Boy's the shit.
That's the reason why I am on YouTube right now.
Yo, he did like he brought that whole shit to like
He brought internet culture to hip
killed
hop.
that shit.
Yo, they made crank dance to everything.
His album was called
Everything had a crank
SoldierBoyTellHim.com.
.com. Yeah, so he was
Like,
That shit crazy.
you know what I'm saying? Like, no, I don't want a regular album name. I'm gonna call it my website.
Yo, and everybody
Yeah.
ran to it.
Oh, what?
To buy it.
Yes.
Bruh.
Yeah.
To buy the hit records that he produced.
Right. And he produced.
Let's be clear.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Soulja Boy
On
was
Fruity
not
Loops.
getting light money.
No.
He was
No.
getting big boy
Yeah,
money, y'all.
Yo,
Produced,
big-ass
did
shirts.
everything.
bruh.
You know, there was another album that it was a rock album I bought in high school from a band called Pitch Shifter, and their album was called www.pitchshifter.com.
For real.
Yeah, in like
that's so
in
ill.
'98.
Right
Yeah,
here, be on our shit.
yeah.
Smart. He was
Yeah,
smart
Soulja
though.
Boy low-key is
I don't know how he
legend
did the LimeWire shit, but he was
LimeWire-
like,
yeah,
that
what
was
was it?
smart for a
LimeWire,
like,
I think what he would do
Alabama
is-
or something like that.
Yeah, what he would do is take the top 40 songs
Yeah.
and upload them as like I have this song for you to download.
Like
but
50
put-
Cent in the club.
Yeah.
But when you
Britney
download it,
Spears.
it was his
It
song.
was his song.
Yeah.
So they're like, you.
Yo, I did something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I did something like
He
that on
did it with all
YouTube.
the top 40 songs.
Oh, all the top.
Yeah,
Yo,
so-
genius.
Yeah.
Complete
Fucking
genius, dog.
I did that with something like that in like 2008, but with YouTube.
Yeah.
Like I had like this skit that I made or whatever, like this sketch. And I put it as like Dave Chappelle something, and then like when people would click on it, it would be like my sketch or whatever, and people hated that shit.
Yeah.
They were like,
Do that,
this
put
ain't
the
fucking
thumbnail
Dave
up.
Chappelle. Who the fuck
Yeah.
is it?
Put a thumbnail up.
completely different.
Yeah.
They just do
I
that.
think they stopped doing that, though.
It's definitely slow.
Get Rick
Like,
roll,
they used
get
to-
Rick
they used to
rolled.
be like a big thing.
Rick the Roll. I enjoyed the
Never
Rick
gonna
Roll.
give you.
A white guy with that much rhythm, bro.
Remember, we used to get got all the time, man.
really
And that
kill it,
space
yo.
never changed that
He
whole
used to
shit,
really
like-
kill it, yo, for real.
Yeah.
Hips and all that shit.
And that was the whole video. It's like the whole video. It's like,
Like the
fuck.
immediate breakdown started this shit.
Never gonna give you.
Woof, woof, woof.
Every pop artist in the 80s sang like that. Like they're yawning.
Oh man, best R&B song.
Oh, yeah, so yeah. Yeah, back to
Best
her.
R&B song could have been her featuring Bryson Tiller. Look at Me Now, Emily King. No Guidance, Chris Brown featuring Drake, Roll Some Mo, Lucky Day, Say So, PJ Morton featuring JoJo. JoJo the Puerto Rican chick?
Yeah, she's been making music.
That's her. She's
Yo,
still
your
out here.
face though.
This is middle school.
My man said JoJo.
Wait, what
Puerto
wait. Is this the same JoJo? You don't mean that little 13-year-old girl, right?
Yo, see why?
Yo,
JoJo from back in the day, bro.
Like the little 13-year-old girl.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
13 or more.
that's it, the little
she,
she,
How old is
she
she,
grown now.
Oh, she grown.
What does she
Our
look
age.
like?
Yeah, she's hard.
Dang.
Yeah.
Wait.
Same, bro.
Oh yeah, as you guys,
Literally,
yeah,
bro.
because
She the same age.
when she was 13, I was 18, so I'm still older than her. So
Yeah.
Damn.
She looked the same though.
Yo, shout out to JoJo.
yeah, she looked the same.
I
Yeah,
don't know what to say.
she looked
Shout out to JoJo.
17 at 13. Like she had like a
Damn.
grown-up face. Yeah, she looks
That
the
is
same.
crazy.
She
Okay,
grew
so-
into her face.
Joe.
JoJo,
Simmons.
Drake.
Right.
Yo, your face though was priceless, my guy.
That shit really was. Yeah.
JoJo
Said,
from
wait a
prison.
minute, the Puerto Rican chick?
Bro, that shit rushed back to me so quick.
Yeah, and the Puerto Rican. I didn't even know she was Puerto Rican. Yeah, I didn't even. Yeah, I didn't even know she was Puerto Rican. I thought she was white.
White.
Yeah.
I swear she was a white girl, but she,
Well, where did Puerto Rican come from?
you were so confident though. You were so confident
Connecticut.
though. Like,
Yeah.
Yo, she's definitely from New England, probably.
Like
white.
JoJo, the Ecuadorian.
Puerto Rican?
yo, I gotta Google this now.
JoJo from
That shit is
Ecuador?
funny.
Joe, right. Like, there must be two different judges.
Yo,
This
yeah.
is definitely a judge.
That's why I tried to get it straight. I was like, "You mean the little white girl?"
Puerto Rican?
or JoJo.
Yeah. JoJo from Casey and JoJo.
Right.
Yo, goddamn. But
Baby,
well, I, mean,
baby,
I don't really know
baby.
any of the, I haven't heard any of these songs though, honestly, except
Bro,
No
she's from
Guidance.
Vermont, my guy.
I've heard
You mean the whitest
She
place?
white.
The whitest place on earth
She is.
with the H.
Oh man.
Yeah.
with a
I didn't know that Lucky Day song was so big though.
I didn't know Lucky Day was that big
I
either.
didn't know it was that big.
I don't think
No
two
Guidance
songs
was crazy
big.
in California. I heard though.
I think what they submitting the songs. You know what I'm saying?
Whichever one
You
has
have to submit your songs
Right.
though.
It's
They
not
do.
like it's the biggest song out there. I really.
You right though.
Facts,
It's
yeah.
like, did you actually submit this week? They'd be like, no, I forgot. Like,
'Cause I remember I've heard it.
So submitted their shit, and now they're gonna get nominated.
Nominated.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Just making sure.
Bye, show,
Go.
boy. No, I'm tripping. I'm tripping.
Yeah, but she
JoJo,
originally
that's
from
you?
Foxborough, Massachusetts.
Wow. Okay. Well, sorry, not the Puerto Rican.
Yeah, not the Wait, the Puerto Rican JoJo just got a shout out.
Man, you look Puerto
Yeah.
Rican, I guess.
I'm sure there's a
Dang,
Puerto.
a Puerto Rican.
But I don't
girl.
care what
that
you
too.
say. I would have. You convinced me she was Puerto Rican.
Facts, yo. I was in the whole time like I don't think I know Puerto Rican. That's why I was so quiet. So I was like
Puerto Rican
Puerto Rican
JoJo.
woman, so I'm not. I don't want to keep talking like I know who this
What if it
is.
was a nigga from
Is
my
it like-
school?
There's a nigga named JoJo, and that's Puerto Rican out
There's a
there.
nigga I went to high school with in Philly.
Yeah.
JoJo the Puerto Rican?
Yeah.
I used to eat lunch with that nigga in the
Yeah.
morning.
Yo,
And he on this song.
but you convinced me, my nigga.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
Wait, well, whichever song has Drake is the one that's gonna win.
No, they're
That's
not
Chris
gonna.
Brown?
No, they're not gonna.
The song
let
is
Chris
so
Brown.
hot though.
They're not gonna let Chris Brown.
Yeah, they're not gonna
walk
let
on
Chris Brown do
stage.
that.
Damn,
That's
you don't
all
think they're gonna give him no more
No,
Grammys?
they don't love him. That's a legit.
He don't run
You
it no
really
more.
don't.
You
they
are
don't
really
mess
right
with
about
Chris
that.
No,
though.
they really don't mess with.
They don't mess with Chris Brown no more,
They
bro.
don't.
Didn't this whole incident happen after the Grammys?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
believe
it
so.
was a Grammys.
So
award.
you attached our name to your
Right.
fucking controversy?
So this blasphemy.
God damn.
He's lucky Drake's on that.
Yeah.
Damn. He don't never get nominated either.
Watching Drake dance in that video though
That
Oh,
shit
he
was
was
I didn't
dancing.
see
was
Hilarious.
hilarious.
Yeah,
She said,
hilarious.
"Ooh,
Yeah. Snake is coming to get you, Breezy.
and then the speakers.
So
It's
He was like,
hilarious.
how'd you get
Video
your music
is
so
so-
loud, bro? How'd you?
Yo,
said-
that was
he was
funny.
like, there's not even speakers out here. Why is the music so loud? Play it on my phone, bro. Hurry up.
Play it on my phone. It's all right. Ooh, I don't even need that. I don't even need that.
Wait, who was that? That was Chris Brown there?
Drake,
Ooh,
Drake
no,
and Chris
Drake.
Brown. Yeah, they were both in the video. They had a dance battle halfway through the music video.
No, Drake could be, he could be
Hilarious.
like really funny. Like
Yeah, I
in one
mean,
of his other
he
Hey,
does have an
videos,
acting
he's funny.
background.
Aubrey
Yeah,
can
yeah,
act.
I think that's why.
Aubrey
yeah.
can act. Yeah,
Yeah, he can
Why
act.
doesn't he do? Man,
Jimmy got shot, bro.
Surprisingly, he don't do more
You
movies.
would've-
I would have thought.
Because he was
I'd have
fucking with Top
thought
Boy.
Drake was paralyzed.
Yeah,
if it
yo,
was
shout
up to
out
me,
to Drake.
I
bro.
thought
Yeah.
he was really good there. I was like,
Like for real, I really thought Jimmy was paralyzed, bro. Drake
Yeah.
played that one
a
off.
good actor.
he sold that shit.
He
out.
sold it, bro. Jimmy out there,
Damn, that's crazy.
bro, for
Yeah,
real.
they should get him a wheelchair.
I'm
Yeah.
Mr. Grassi.
Yeah, I
That'd be
missed that. I
crazy.
missed
Come out.
that era.
That would be
Grammys
crazy.
award.
It'd be hilarious.
What I
never
feel
watched
like
the
no. There's no way he's never not done that. I feel like when he was first starting, like come back. What was the
They'd be
one?
like, "Who's Drake?"
What was the
They'd
one
be
before
like,
comeback
my nigga,
season?
You don't remember me, Jimmy?
The Room for Improvement.
Room for Improvement? I feel like he might have pulled one of those just to be funny. Be like, y'all remember me? Like he
Yeah.
came out in a wheelchair, dropped crazy. I'm just starting to blow up.
Hey, bro, Jimmy was a bully though.
Oh,
Flog
shit.
Knock?
He should have came out in a wheelchair. and
They would've
flogged
fucked with
out.
that.
They would have
Yo.
been like, "Oh shit!"
No, you're right, bro. That would have changed the whole.
Oh shit!
That would have
would've
changed the whole
changed it.
screen.
Jimmy's here, yo.
Jimmy's here. Like,
Yeah, that would be. What if he pulls that out when he's what if he pulls that out every time he bombs? Well, he don't bomb often. That was his one and only moment to do it.
Well, I mean,
where's he been?
in the I'm upset video, he could have done that because all the Degrassi kids were in that video.
Oh yeah, facts.
Oh,
They were.
yeah,
it was a
were in that
reunion.
video.
I forgot
He should have brought the
about that
wheelchair out there.
That video went crazy, yo.
I'm upset. I'm in the wheelchair again.
Right.
That is crazy. Like
Hey, Jimmy was a bully in that show.
he was,
He kind of was, I think.
and then
He
he got
was,
shot.
and then he got shot for being a bully,
Man, I
bro.
was too old
Damn.
to be even watching that show.
Wait a minute. He got shot in Degrassi?
Yeah, that's what happened.
Wheelchair.
I don't know anything about Degrassi.
Hey, look, let me tell you.
He got
look,
shot in the
look,
back, bro.
so
It
wait,
was the
what-
craziest.
Look, bro.
It was the craziest
Let me
shit
tell
ever.
you, I'm the same way. I never watched Degrassi, but my sister watched it, and just the emotion when the name Degrassi comes
Yeah.
up.
Oh yeah.
Real shit was happening, bro. Like these people who watched Degrassi, they were like, "Bro, you remember when he got shot?" Like I was like,
Bro, I didn't even watch the show, but everybody know Jimmy got shot in that
"Facts,
bitch.
yeah, facts, dog. Facts."
It's on YouTube. You should watch this in slow motion.
Bro, it's just like,
It's like at his locker. Drake at his locker. Like,
He
He did,
I
bro.
shot in the hallway, bro.
Yes, bro. In the
Yes, dog.
That's
It
crazy.
was crazy.
Yeah.
And then he was Jimmy in the wheelchair, bro.
For the rest of the season.
For the rest of the season.
I gotta see that shit.
Damn,
I'm looking that clip up tonight.
No, for real, because like you would think they did a TV show like that, like kid gets shot in school, like damn, they done killed my man character off. That was like, nah, he too good. Put him in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
Do y'all ever watch what's that shit? The new one with Zendaya, Euphoria.
Yes, I do.
Y'all ever watch? You watch it?
Yeah.
Man, they say Euphoria crazy, yo.
That shit's crazy.
Oh, I
Yeah,
saw the
watch it,
first
though.
episode.
It was
yeah.
I was gonna say, I
crazy.
think I
Yeah.
saw an episode.
I ain't seen it
It's
yet.
really good, and it has a great finale,
Talks
like
about
music
children.
Oh,
number.
the first season's over.
Yeah. Yeah, it's over. But it's just like the
watch it.
ending, like
Yep.
Zendaya actually sings, but it's like a weird, like, artistic scene where it's like the music is playing, she's singing, but she's kind of drugged out, you know, and the choir comes in. It's like the whole like last episode, the last part of it turns into a straight up music video with her singing
okay,
and
okay.
Labyrinth, like, you know, doing the music.
Yeah,
You know, so yeah, that show is really crazy.
I need to watch it,
Yeah.
and I'm glad it's over
I think
now.
all
so I can go
parents
right
should
there.
watch stuff like that so they can know what kids are.
They really need to know what's
Yeah, it really
'cause then
is
they
like
figure out what
kids
we
in the
got away
21st
with.
century.
I mean, I tell my mom everything now. I don't care.
Well, when you think about shit that you've gotten away with, you like, man, I know kids
Murder.
gonna be doing some wild shit.
Oh, bro, that's even worse.
Because they have
bro.
the internet.
What?
Yeah, they are doing crazy shit.
Yeah.
Though.
What?
Yeah.
They get away with everything now.
Oh, the kids now?
Yeah, bro.
Oh, hell yeah.
They can set up
Bro,
like
sneaking
porn
out when
accounts
I
and
was
shit.
young was a whole thing.
Yeah.
Now,
But on
like,
top of- they got
niggas
access
just show
to
up home
everything.
late.
They do have access to everything.
Yeah.
see,
You're
but-
right though. You're
But you
right
got kids
though.
making
see
like
me?
millions too, like, and their family just let them do whatever the fuck. Like,
Yeah, you're right. You got a high schooler that's got a pop at YouTube.
Yeah, bro.
He got 10 million followers.
Shut up, mom.
Yeah, like
what?
I think I paid all the bills.
I paid the mortgage. I paid the mortgage this month.
House, mom.
Didn't I pay the mortgage on?
Right.
Let's just be fair.
Right.
And look, it's not
I don't
just
think I have to go to school anymore.
it's not just YouTube either, because like one of the controversial episodes is like one of the students, like she figures out that men like to see her feet and like to be humiliated, so then she starts a whole porn category and like she becomes a cam girl essentially.
Right.
You know, and
this
she's like
is
16 or
In
something.
high
you know?
school?
Yeah.
So that's what they say, but they have the access to the internet. You can do that.
Yeah, the fact that kids have access
And she
this
starts
much
making money off
to
of
the
it.
internet is
Yeah.
so insane,
Hey,
bro.
It is
bro,
kind of insane.
Disgusting.
it blows my mind because it's kind of like
You can't
we got
monitor
bullied.
anything.
We got bullied to our faces.
Right.
Yeah.
Facts, 100%.
Yeah.
Right.
Like we could escape it after we
Right.
left school.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they
Nah,
can't
you
You could
escape
really
it.
just move to a new school, and that was it.
and no one knows.
Right.
But like
Right.
now they can't even do that, bro. Like
We're all
it's
connected.
everywhere.
You wanna
Bro.
go
The
viral
internet is
locally?
forever.
It's not good.
For the
yo.
wrong
No, it's
thing?
not.
Yeah, for the
bro,
wrong thing,
what?
yeah.
Your child
you
could
know-
commit
lives.
suicide from this
You
shit.
remember Cherry was telling us there used to be like Facebook groups that would open and close, and it was only girls allowed. Only girls and gay guys were allowed. These were like localized
She
groups
did
on
mention that.
Facebook,
Yeah.
and there would be fights on there, like
Yeah.
people airing each other out, like so and so fuck my baby daddy, blah blah blah, like all
That kind of
messy information. That's all that was in there, and they only allowed girls and gay guys in.
The Jerry
And
Springer
they'd be on
section?
live. Like she was on live. She's like, yeah, this girl's like on the way over to Pool Road right now to go like square up with this chick. I'm like, this is happening now? She's like, yeah, it's like 2 Facebook groups like this right now. I was like,
Yo, that's crazy.
yo, bro, people are shooting reality TV shows out here on Facebook,
Oh, that's a fact.
Yeah.
on their lives.
On their iPhone.
On a like, I'm about to run down on that bitch. You're riding with them to the pull up,
Right.
like crazy.
Nothing's real.
Fact.
Social media get too crazy, bro. All them people's opinions, bro, have you on 10.
Yeah, bro.
Then you pull
What?
up somewhere and get shot. Off hype, bro. Like that's all you.
Yeah.
Fuck that. I will not be shot
yeah,
off hype.
You're right, man. The internet's out of control, man.
It's out of control, bro. And high schoolers have access to it, bro. You know what was risky in high school? When I was in high school, I would go to the library and I would type in Killer Seasons. Was it Killer Season the movie by
Yeah.
Cameron?
Cameron.
Remember Google Video?
Yeah.
Google Video didn't censor shit before. So in Killer Season, there's a scene where they're in the strip club, and I would it would get past the pop-up blockers on the computer libraries. We used to watch them shits in the library, bro. Like, skip to the middle where the girls are just twerking and straight up. I ain't that shit. That was
Looking over your
nigga,
shoulder.
that was risky back then, bro.
Yeah.
Our levels are different. These niggas are just doing this. They in the back seat looking up how to like make a pipe bomb or some crazy shit.
Crazy shit, man. The shootings, it's like human trafficking shit that's going on.
The human trafficking thing
it's
is out of
wild.
control. I don't know what's going on.
Yo,
Like,
when did they get so bold?
that's what I'm trying to figure out. But you know what? It might not be the boldness. It just might be how many cameras niggas got now.
Right.
Yeah.
Like we just really have cameras everywhere now.
see
Especially,
everything when it happens.
bruh, those doorbell ones are catching a lot of
I
crimes.
just bought my mom
Oh, yeah,
that
bro.
shit.
They are catching a lot of
Yeah.
crimes, bruh. Yeah,
I bought my
yo.
mom that shit for Christmas.
Yeah.
I was like, here you go.
Time to
Yeah.
install.
Like,
Yeah.
fine. Like,
Yo,
all types
them
of crazy
doorbell
shit.
things are catching
no,
a
but,
lot
like,
of
there's
crimes.
an app called Neighbors, right? Because now I'm living in California. Like when I was living in Hollywood for a while, and it's really dangerous in that area. Like surprisingly, but like we would actually file. It was the Ring app has a app called Neighbors, where like in your neighborhood, people will report what was going on, and you would
saw
see
that, yeah.
people's like everyone's
Alarm
feed,
system, too, yeah.
everybody's feed like outside their house just to see like. All the shit that's
Oh,
going
shit.
down, like so.
So everybody's feet pop up at once.
Well, I mean, if they
like,
if something came up like somebody robbing their car, or like it's like a deer chasing a guy or some shit, or like like people stealing packages, or like kidnappings and stuff like. It's crazy. It's good to have, I guess, to know like this
Yeah,
shit's
that's a-
going
hell
down in front of my house right now.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
fact though. Yeah,
So
because I've seen a lot of them. I saw the one where the little girl hid behind the car because it was a
Right.
dude following her.
Oh, yeah, I saw that one, too.
And thank God she was that smart, because a
Right.
lot of kids don't have
They,
enough.
they were being aware, bro.
She was like adult,
Everybody
like,
got them
getting
noise-
away from that joint,
Yeah.
which that's a high level of intelligence. And then the other one, they had one locally in Raleigh where the two girls were coming home drunk, and they was at the door, they laughing and giggling and shit after the lift drops them off. And as soon as they go in the door and close it, you see a guy like come around the corner and then realize like the door was closed and like turn back around real quick. Like he like turned the corner on them, like he was gonna try to rush in
Yeah.
at the same time as them. And they got the door closed before he could hit the corner.
Oh shit, that's creepy.
You just
as
see
fuck.
him in all black, like turn around the corner
crazy.
and then just be like, oh,
But yeah, I just feel like, I guess we never saw it before.
yeah.
Yeah, no,
I've
Just the
seen
fact that you can
before.
see it.
It's just out there.
It's a lot
And
now.
I think it's
Yeah.
because like even right now I've heard that they're doing stuff with Uber, like where their people are downloading the like a black web app to hack Uber. So like when someone requests a ride, they know who you are and where you're located, so you can just act like you're the driver.
Yeah.
Just be like, hey, are you so and so? I'm here to pick you up. And if you're drunk and
And you don't realize
right,
you're not matching up
right,
license
you
plates
just
and
go
all
inside,
that.
You just get inside and it's a wrap.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are noticing like there's a girl that report like she does. There's a lot of YouTube like people just talking about their different experiences. This girl talking about how her driver was actually down the street where she asked them to pick her up, but some guy pulled up
Oh,
and knew her name and
But she already knew because she put a special request in to be picked up somewhere else.
right. She looked on
Yeah.
her phone and saw that her driver was actually maybe like half a block away or something like that.
Damn.
And then it was just like a random person that knew her name and knew
And
when
pulled
to
up
pick
on
her
her.
up.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, so like they're picking people up. Like there's a lot of weird stories that I've been hearing, but like
Where do they like? Some people they've never found them, bro. You know what I'm
they
saying?
just
Like,
found the girl that was in Alabama. That light skinned girl that there was a guy. He had a big ass bruise on his face. I'm not sure if y'all saw him, but she was stopping at a gas station, and I guess someone reported that he was shoving her in her car.
In the trunk.
I don't know,
Whoa.
but
I feel like I saw a video of some girl like they shoved her in the trunk and then they tried to drive away in her car
I saw that.
and then she like popped out the trunk and
and
I was like,
jumped
yo,
out.
that's crazy.
I saw that. I saw
that's
that.
different. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. That was like a New York video. I think that you're talking about.
I was like, yo, that's crazy. But yeah.
No,
go
but
ahead.
this one, they said that they went back to her apartment complex, was parked in a completely different area, and that's when they found her car, but they didn't find her at all until recently. This was like a month. I don't know how long this has been,
She
but
was gone
they
for a
found
minute.
the guy. Like they found the guy because they saw his face in the footage at the gas station. His face was all bruised up, and, like fucked. Like it was really
Yeah,
fucked.
from
Like,
clearly her fighting.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And so they couldn't find her, and like they recently just found her body.
Oh shit.
Like
Yeah,
so
that's
her
tough.
remains
Damn.
like 2 days ago. So yeah, like this was, and I think that's probably why it's probably everyone's talking about it, because that's in the media now. But like,
Yeah.
there's been a lot of people been missing for a long time, and like this whole like sex trafficking thing, it's not new, but it's just like I guess
Out there now.
more. And
More
I've
out there.
I've also heard that this also it could be a distraction over the fact that weed is being decriminalized right now, and it's about to be legalized. So
Everywhere.
It just got decriminalized.
Yeah, it just got decriminalized.
It just got federally.
Federally decriminalized.
Yes.
And
Congress
they're making
passed a bill,
it.
but no one knows about it, right?
Yeah, nobody knows about it. And then so the government is leaving it up to the state. So like the state can have their own set of laws and rules about it.
Yeah.
Each state can have different like stipulations about it, but like federally though, like it got decriminalized.
Decriminalized. They said they can start. You can start charging a 5% tax on it. So they're just basically. And I don't know what this means for people that have like, crime like.
Yeah,
criminal, because it should be expunged.
It should be expunged 100%. Yeah,
So,
and be paid for.
And I think that's what's going on. So like,
Boy, what? Take that off my record.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly.
Right now.
I'll wait.
So I'm not sure if this is like just like an epidemic that's always been there, or it's just being like magnified, or if it's a distraction, or if it's all of the above, or who the fuck knows. But
The truth is
it's
usually
real,
somewhere in the
though.
middle.
It's real. It's crazy. Like. Someone pulled up to my girlfriend because when we were living in Hollywood, they were like, "Yeah, you need to." She thought they were about to grab her, but they were like, "Hey, you need to leave because people are actually snatching people out here." So like,
they was throwing the warning out.
Yeah, that's
damn.
crazy.
No, for real. Like, and she has a daughter, so I ain't got time for that. Like, for them to be walking around. So we moved out that area because we're living next to white people.
Yeah,
So we're a little bit more safe right now.
Yeah,
so
damn, that's crazy.
But yeah, it's crazy. Like. Even white people crazy too.
Wait, is it white people
craziest
snatching? Is it just white people?
Probably
snatching?
niggas, Spanish people. It's probably all races.
I mean,
I feel like babies. I feel like
Everybody.
kidnapping doesn't have a race. It's,
I
feel like everybody's victim of it a little bit.
They got different types of people. I've been hearing that like there's women that are recruiting, like even girls like recruiting other girls.
I'm sure the girls are getting them. I'm sure that you could probably. Because you can talk them into some shit, probably.
I heard a lot of religious people are like recruiting a lot of people. Like they're, taking advantage of people that are trying to get like the word and like, get them to come into their special.
Because they're gullible and
So like a lot
they're
of
looking
people
for
go to the
help.
moms like, hey, you like to go to my Bible study on Wednesday, and of course it's like
they just went through something and just said to themselves,
let me tell you a little.
I need to try to go to church.
Would you like to come to my Bible study?
That's
and then,
really dirty.
Yeah,
That's
and then someone said that she actually tried to go to a place where a girl was trying to tell her to meet, and then it was an abandoned place, and then she
I ain't
actually
going to no Bible study unless it's in the church.
Right, exactly. Like, what church is it?
I ain't mean at nobody's house.
Second Baptist. You know what I'm
Nobody
saying?
house, bro. I better pull up and I'll be
Right.
like, oh yeah, this is church.
Yeah, it's safe.
Like for real.
She said she went to the gas station across the street, and then the guy was like, "Yes, that's an abandoned place. Ain't nobody over there." And she was about to be, snatched.
She's about to get snatched, boy.
She's about to get snatched. They was snatching niggas with the Pokemon Go.
Oh yeah,
They were setting up. They were setting up beacons.
Oh yeah, that is right.
And
They was
were
robbing
like, turning
people.
corners and they was robbing them.
They
weren't
was robbing
snatching
them. Yeah, they was robbing them. I do
that's
remember
what it
that
was.
story.
Yeah, they was robbing people, setting up
Pikachu
beacons.
over here.
Bruh, just
Let me go ahead and drop my
I need all
Pokemon
that.
off over here.
That's crazy.
We drop
mad
my
as hell.
Pokemon
And
off
you just
of.
like this, walking around the city. And you look up, somebody got a gun talking about, let me see that wallet.
Hey, Pokemon Go was a thing though.
It was.
It was
Why them
big
group of
moment,
people
yeah.
just
Yeah,
standing there?
but like at the same time, it was genius to get people outside.
Right, that's true.
It really was. It really
When's the next
was.
thing that's going to happen that's going to do that? Bro, you remember, it took over the world.
It did.
It literally took over. Bruh, every
Like-
park in downtown Raleigh
that's
that
what I'm
people
saying, like,
walked through
bro,
was
people-
occupied.
Bro, what everybody was going on walks.
Yo, bro.
All the walks. You'd be like, I ain't never seen this many people outside.
Bro, there's YouTubers who met, fell in love, and they have a YouTube channel, but they met on Pokemon Go. Facts. The whole lives, like, I was out playing Pokemon Go and I met this.
Well, they have
beautiful
meetups for
woman.
that purpose.
Hell
They have
yeah.
meetups for that shit.
Pokemon Go.
You said that to your
Pokemon
daughter?
out here
It's like,
trying-
me and mommy met Pokemon Go.
I'm pretty sure niggas still play that shit today too. So.
100%.
Oh yeah,
100%. Yeah. Because
Still,
they still get
I know people right now that still play that.
yeah, they still get updates and all that.
Yeah.
Man, but people all like Sesame Street used to tell us stranger danger, and we didn't take that shit to heart.
Shit, I did. My little sister did.
Stranger danger.
I don't know about you, bro, but I see Eddie Pano van coming down my street. I'm going straight in the crib or I'm knocking on somebody's door. No, you want some candy? Hell no, I want no
high
candy.
alert.
My mom told me not to go near nobody to ask me if I want candy.
Exactly.
When I was 12,
Nuts.
yes.
What? My mom said first thing, punch.
Yeah.
My mom used to, when I was 12, my mom used to leave us home when she used to go out and sing and all that stuff. Tell us, don't answer the phone and don't answer the door.
Yep, my mom told me that.
Just a
No,
fact.
don't you
Don't
ever
touch none of
answer
that.
the door while I'm not here.
So we just stayed inside and played.
Yeah. If you did,
And my mom used to, bro, she used to try to set me up too.
see,
Be like
see
a
if you
next
fall
door
for the
neighbor,
trick.
see if I fall for a trick. I'd be like, no,
You
my
gotta-
mama said.
Because it's
Right.
because it's worth the test.
Yeah,
you need to
bro.
know that they're really gonna be good when you
My
leave.
mama said not to let nobody in. She told me I could, nope, I ain't letting you grab nothing.
That is a good.
I
test.
hand it
I
through
need
the
to test-
window.
I need to test Roman.
Yeah.
Roman needs to be
should.
tested, and I need to have like a friend that I know he's never seen.
Yeah.
Knock on my sister's door just to see if he opens that door.
Yeah.
Bro, for real.
Yeah,
Like,
I need to
my
put
mom
him to
used
the
to
test.
test me, bro.
Yeah, that's solid.
Yeah.
Parenting tips.
It's like, how you.
Parenting tips on the 3 Podcast.
Yeah, bro, what's up?
Hey, these millennial
smart as
parents, they
hell.
need it.
yeah.
They're not raising children. They're
But
just
No,
having
yeah,
an
stranger
iPad in their
danger
hand
was a
and just,
thing
hey,
growing up, bro.
There were songs about stranger danger.
What? Yo, I was at Best Buy today, bro. There was a Dare tent outside.
What? Dare's coming back. That's how bad it's got, y'all.
What?
Dare is coming back, and I know Dare took a break for a couple years.
Dare.
A
We
break?
didn't see it.
I'm pretty sure that lion died.
Dare cooled out for a little minute, but y'all just started popping all these pills and
Right.
these drugs. They said, "Nigga, we got to come back. We
Right.
got to save the
Come
youth.
back.
We got to save the youth."
We gotta come
Yeah.
back. Tell these kids not to eat Tide Pods.
Dust the tiger.
I
off.
remember
Dust
they-
the lion.
That's the
off.
line off.
Yeah.
Did y'all go through that program?
There, yeah.
Oh
Definitely did.
yeah, I went
don't
there
think so.
They had,
in
I'm
middle
not-
school.
Did they show you all
Oh,
the
maybe.
drugs?
No, they didn't
Oh,
show.
I didn't see
no,
that.
They,
Well, what school
they
did you
showed
go
you all
to?
the drugs.
That was really tempting y'all.
They was like, ooh,
You gonna see
Right,
this?
for real, like,
You gonna see this?
what's this
oh,
And look, that's
Mom,
crystal meth.
today,
this shit. You know, like,
Mom, today I saw what a crack pipe looked
Right.
like.
they had like a frame, like a glass frame, and inside had like weed, leaves and like different like
Oh,
Yeah.
substances, and they're like, this is this.
You
this
went
is
to a
that.
fancy school. We ain't had all that.
I went to a magnet school. I don't know if that's
Yep.
That's
That's a fancy
definitely
school.
what it was.
But it was the
I went to a
program,
magnet school
man.
too, but I didn't see that.
I went to Fuller.
Okay.
So
That's
Martin.
crazy.
I know. You ever did? You remember those career days?
Yeah.
I think so.
So I
yeah.
went to a high school and they had this huge career day, and I'll never forget this. But like, these correctional officers came in.
Probably hard.
Bro, what? When I tell you, my guy, my man literally like went and got like this dolly, and it was this big ass case. Takes a blanket off. Bro, when I tell you, I ain't never seen so many shanks in my life.
For real?
Yes, bro. Like they had literally put in this big case, like all the different type of shanks that like that they've been confiscated. Bro, I'm talking like I'm in there looking at like whole machetes.
right.
Like these dudes, I'm like, bro, how does one hide this? And he's like, he just stuck it down his
Snap it in
pant leg,
yourself.
and I was like, what? Like
That's crazy.
it was crazy. Like I'm talking like it was like a good 4
Thick
foot high box, like
Right.
Now
full
that-
of different shanks.
crazy.
I was
That I
like,
wanna
what in
see.
the
That
They
world?
found that they
Because
found
that
in
will
jail.
keep me away from jail.
Yeah, that keep you.
Telling
away
these niggas
from
are walking around
yeah.
with that?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
bro.
Come on, chill out.
That's what I'm
good.
saying. I'm
I do
talking
not wanna
like
get stabbed with that.
man looking like he walking around with like a whole mini katana. Like no,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
it was crazy, bro.
That's deep.
That's crazy. But shoot, man, I think we pretty much wrapped up all the hip hop categories and all that. We had 2 hours anyway, so we here. That was episode like 120. Thank y'all for being a host again.
Oh yeah. Thanks
Make
for
sure you
having
travel
me.
safe too. Travel safe back to Cali.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Appreciate it.
I'm going back
back
to
to
Cali.
Back Monday.
Monday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, yeah, yo, this is the 3 Oak Podcast. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Everything, YouTube, Apple Music. Apple
Press the bell.
Podcast, all that. Peace.
Peace.
Live facts. Download us on LimeWire.
Man,
Or Frostfire.
We about to say you a link.
About to send you this link. It's going to ask you for your credit card
Yes.
number, but don't worry, we're not charging you now.
Man, nothing broke my heart more when I
All right, peace.
live. You just watched we could start over if you'd like.
Hey!
You just watched the 3 Oak Podcast instead of listening to it.
You just watched the 3 Oak Podcast. Okay.
Thank you for watching the 3 Oak Podcast.
Subscribe.
Listen to that guy.